Hey everybody, just making the last few adjustments here. I'll have the screen on in just a minute and we'll throw down. What's up, Delbert, Zoe, and Skip? Glad to see you guys could all make it. What's up, GQ man? Hey everybody, just making the last few. Getting my stuff all set up, my chat monitor. Got a lot of cool stuff to talk about. Maybe the mailman will drop by with one more package. We'll see. But I've definitely got some cool stuff to show you guys. And something cool I will be telling you about when the time is right. What's up, Mustang? What's up, Labs? Making my final few preparations here, guys. I'll have the screen up in just a minute. All right, looks like it's 7:15. I'm gonna jump on screen and we'll get this thing kicked off, guys. I announced it and put out all the come hang out with us warnings out several hours ago, so we'll get things rolling since all you fine people are here ready to do this. Boop. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Mounta1nM1ck here this evening. We just got a handful of things that I want to show you guys. I got some cool lock mail from earlier today. The mail comes a few times at my house, so we will see if one more package arrives. It is due by 8 o'clock, so we will see if they push that back on the schedule. If they do, then we will show it at the appropriate time. But I will hopefully be showing it tonight. But I've got lots of other cool stuff to show you and talk about anyway, so we're going to have a fun show regardless. I'm just letting you know that if I jump up and run out for a second, it's because the mail truck is here and we will have some other things to talk about. Anyway, let's see who we got in the chat going on over here. Yes, as Delbert said, please hit the like button. You can double tap your screen as well. I'm also going to throw up the 250 sub giveaway banner for a second here. Sorry, guys. I got the 250 sub banner up. We're having our 250 sub giveaway contest right now. It is going on until the end of September. So there are lots of cool things I will be showing you with that. But there's something else we got to talk about first. Let's see here. Let me get the banner on the bottom here. This is going to be the banner down here. If you have any questions about what locks and whatnot, try to check that out first. I'll have it posted a great many places for you to see. But let me set this camera down so I can get ready to talk to you guys about something else cool. You are going to have to bear with me in the chat for a moment because the only way that I can get to what I need to share with you is with the backup phone. So I won't be able to talk to you in chat for just a moment, but I've got something really big that I was promising I would roll out tonight. My friend Mustang has been working on with a lot of our other friends to put something really awesome together. So I think for the very beginning, what I will do is just read his mission statement sort of thing that he has for me to read to you guys. So he asked me to show this to you guys and to give you an idea what has been going on and to do a full rollout announcement of it here on the show. So we're going to go ahead and do that to start with, so we can have all the talking about it and fun we would like to have with it while we're here hanging out in this live. So let me get to that. Everybody who's here on time, good for you, because we're going straight on into this one and you don't want to miss it for sure. Oh, it looks like I do get a small screen for my chat window, so maybe I won't be gone too long from you guys. Let me go into my notes here and I will get you the statement. Let's see here. I should have it right here. All right. Just 1 minute, guys. Sorry. I should have had this a little bit better pulled up. I think I have a screenshot of it, but I've also been talking a lot with him today, so I will look for it. Mustang, if you want to shoot it over to me again, I'm sure you've got it saved somewhere, but I will do my quickest to find it so I can go ahead and share this with everybody. I think I got a screenshot of it, actually. Let me double check. No, that's older stuff. All right. So first, let me just show you guys something, and then I'll go into reading that. How about that? Go into here. Let me close this, and I'll come back to that. Just bear with me, guys. One moment, because I want to do this very nice here. There we go. Thank you, Mustang. Here we go. So this is directly from my buddy Stang. He's known as Classic Stang. You can also find him as Boss3020 on Reddit. So he asked me to read this for you guys, and then I'm going to show you some cool stuff, and you can find your way to it. I'm pretty sure we're pretty much greenlighting this right now. That's the idea. So you will be able to go where I'm talking about. Here we go. Classic Stang says, everybody hear me good? I want to make sure I'm well heard before I do this. Let me just double check in the chat and make sure you guys are hearing me. Don't want to miss it. I don't want to have to do it twice and screw it all up. So let me check in the chat with you guys. Am I loud and clear? Can we all hear what I'm saying? Are we ready? Are we all ears, all attention, and we can hear Mick good? Hey, Elroy's. Nice to see you here as well. Hello, Denise. Thank you for stopping in as well. I'm getting ready to make a big announcement. I just wanted to make sure you guys hear me. Elroy says he can, so I'm going to assume that goes for everybody. Michael as well. Okay, everybody's good. So here we go. Here comes the big news. This is from Classic Stang. He wanted me to read this to you guys to introduce what I'm about to tell you about. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Sorry for interrupting your favorite live stream, but we're really excited to finally unveil the Dog Pack, a new community built by pickers for pickers. The server is owned and run by myself, Classic Stang, along with Greyhound, Mounta1nM1ck, and GK Man. Together we wanted to create something special, not just another server, but a true community space. Unlike some of the larger or wilder groups out there, the Dog Pack is designed to feel more like a community college than a university. Smaller, more organized, more focused, and above all, more supportive. This is a place where we can share knowledge with the clutter and without the clutter. Excuse me. Share knowledge without the clutter and misinformation that often gets lost in bigger platforms like Reddit. Celebrate accomplishments and milestones, whether it's your first open or your 100th. Trade ideas, tools, techniques in a space that values respect, growth, and encouragement. And of course, to support each other as friends and fellow lockpickers. At the end of the day, the Dog Pack is about growing together. We're here to treat this community right, nurture it, and make it a welcoming place for everyone. From beginners who are just picking up their first tension wrench to seasoned pickers chasing new challenges. So thank you all for being here from the start. We're proud to launch this server today, right now, and we can't wait to see where it grows with all of you as part of the pack. Welcome to the dog pack. So there we are, guys. I will share with you really quick some imagery from my other phone so you can kind of see what it's looking like over there. And you may feel free, somebody, to G-Key, if you want to drop the link in the chat for anybody. Naturally, we'll be happy to link everybody over there. And I'm really excited about this, guys. I'd like to say Stang and GK Man, um, they've been doing a lot of work between the two of them. I can't believe how fast they got this thing put together. It's been amazing for me and Greyhound and some of the other guys to already watch the way it's come together. I'm really stoked about it. I will be personally participating very much over there. You can bet on that. And my buddy Stang has really got something cool going on for all of you guys over there. And he doesn't probably like me referring to it that way because, as said in his statement, this is meant to be a very community-oriented thing. It's not so much his baby as the entire community's baby. So work with him on that, and he will make it with GK Man and all of us a much better place for all of you to experience. Okay. He's got some great ideas. The structure over there is fantastic already. It's massive for something that's this new. And yeah, let me just show you some of it. I think it'll really kind of, once you look around it for a little bit and enjoy yourself, I think you will see what I mean. So yeah, let me bring you guys over here with me really quick. Oop. We'll switch camera. And let me get this out of the way. You guys know what the locks are by now, I'm sure. If you don't, it'll be up again at some point. Don't worry, we've got all months for you to send in your entries. I've been sharing the entries. And also, if you find yourself curious about the entries, just know that you can also find them. Oops, sorry guys, wrong button. You can also find them on the Dog Pack site at the very bottom. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, there currently is a Mounta1nM1ck 250 sub giveaway thread that you can look into. It's going to be hard for me to show you guys too much of this. At least I've got the good one for the phone here, phone to phone, so we can see it looks like. But yeah, down at the very bottom here, you will see there is a Mounta1nM1ck 250 sub giveaway. With that one, you can see where I've dropped other people's entries. There's a couple of really good examples of what to do. So if you're curious about that sort of thing, maybe it'd be a good idea for you to jump on into the dog pack, and you'll get your questions answered much more easily there. Getting a hold of me in the future will be much more easily there. As you can see, we've got all kinds of goodies. There's tool review section. We've tried to include all the major manufacturers we can think of. We also have a place for private pick makers, solo artists, as you will. So if there's something we're missing, please let us know. We will be happy to add it in. We very much feel that it should be all inclusive, and to be anything less is disingenuous and does not serve all the people. So if you can find something that we need to add, please make it known to me or Classic Stang or GK Man or Greyhound or anybody. Just there's a couple of different channels in here where you can drop your ideas or get a hold of one of us. And like I said, it is an ever-growing, evolving, very alive thing that is been birthed into our lock sport world, and it is already walking on two legs, not crawling. So I am very proud of what they've put together here, guys. I think it's going to take off and do some beautiful things. Really excited about it myself. And as I said, if you get in there, if you're a fan of Discord or not, it's really easy when you start Discord. When I first started Discord, it was not that long ago, and literally, I started just having one Discord channel I followed like this. That channel did happen to be LPU, but there are also other ones, as I'm sure you all know. And just like with channels and YouTube channels, we also have lists and links to our favorite of those. So again, we are trying to consolidate it into a easier place to store information and not lose it, as my friend Classic Stang really is going for. Um, I think the birth of this was kind of something that happened randomly. Let me flip this while I talk to you guys. I think the birth of this is kind of something that happened randomly for a handful of reasons. But Stang was getting into being new on Reddit, and he quickly found out that he was really good at trying to make a place to consolidate information. But unfortunately, in that format, the information just gets lost over time in the server. It becomes older, so it doesn't get reprocessed through where you can find it. And that makes it turn into basically a long nightmare of Google searches that might not lead you to the one you're looking for. So I think he's really got a good idea going with this. Um, I think if you're into lock sport, it'll definitely give you an easier avenue for hunting down and chasing some of the things you may be interested in, as well as showing you some things you might not even realize that you're interested in yet, or guiding you to ask some of the questions you don't know you need the answers to yet. And overall, learning and having fun with each other, I would say, is what we're going for there. I think I can speak for everyone in Locksport in saying that that's what we're all really after, is a good, friendly experience with a hobby that challenges us, and people to learn and grow with within that. So, as I said, if you guys are into the sound of that, come check out the dog pack. I will try to get. Oh, I guess I do have it in here. I think I want to show you guys the cool logo that they've got whipped up here. I think I do have it saved in my phone. There it is. Stang, do you have a newer one than the last one that I have? Because I know that you had a little bit of reworking on your actual personal symbol, but I've got the one that has the GT Man stuff in the back and everything where we had that one last. So I have a pretty recent towards the end prototype, guys. I don't know if it's the full official one at this moment. That really is something that they have been working on as well. But believe me when I say they spent way less time coming up with the logo than they spent making this awesome place for you to hang out. And you will be able to tell when you look at it. It is massive, dude. We also have Broke and Runesmith, two of our buddies, hanging out in there with us as well. Um, I'm very glad that we have them there. Uh, I was actually a big fan of their Broken Rune show before I even started picking, when I was still just watching. And I actually got lucky enough to co host Broken Rune with Broke while Rune was on his summer vacation. So that was huge for me. And I'm just glad to see those two guys involved, because they have become great friends of mine. And we're always somewhat heroes of mine. So very happy to have them hanging out in there with us. Also, don't forget, Broke has his own channel as well. So make sure you check out his stuff also, because I've been there for a long time. Many of the same people are associated with his stuff. Many other people are associated with his stuff. And just always got to show support for each other, guys. That's what I'm really going for with that. So anyway, let me see. I'm going to show you guys the dog pack one that I've got, just because, you know. Then I'm going to have to find a way to get back in my own chat, because I have no idea what you guys are saying right now since we went on this little adventure for a moment. So let me check back in and see how you guys are doing. Who's still enjoying talking on here, and make sure everything's working. Let's see here. Okay, Mustang says that I can go ahead and use that one. Just wanted to make sure, guys. Yeah, Zoe, I saw that you jumped in there. My phone actually, because of my role in this, shows me when all of you jump in there. So you will have mixed support as well whenever anything's going on over there, and I very much appreciate that. However, I am a very active member there, but I am not the boss over there, guys. I have a lot of access, but when it comes down to it, Classic Stang and GQ Man are going to be the ones that you need to make sure you're okay with in the end. So Mick can only do so much for you. Just being realistic, guys. I asked for it to be that way. So let's see. We got some people checking it out. That's good. Let me show you guys really quick the symbol that I've been green lighted to show you. I think it's pretty awesome. I think GQ Man and Greyhound and Classic Stang have been working it up for a few days and getting everything reworked around over and over and trying different things they like, as you would with any process like this. Um, there's a lot of democracy that goes into it, guys. But anyway, let me show you the goods. That's what we're really here for. They authorized Mounta1nM1ck to be the one to show the goods, and I was honored to be the one here sharing it first time with all of you. So here we are. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the current dog pack. Oh, sorry, I had Dean cut out a little there because I had slid it over. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is also Dean P right here. My good buddy Dean P is also on board for this. We got Dean. This is my boy, Classic Stang. You may also find him as the lock picking professor. So he's got a new channel he's going to be using for that. He has his own symbol. This is it. There is Greyhound's wonderful, lovely dog, hellhound type thing here. Of course, we got a little Mounta1nM1ck hanging out over here. And the fantastic webmaster extraordinaire GQ Man has been kind enough to let us borrow his dragons and his Gemini Celtic symbol back here to really set it all off beautiful. So that is the dog pack symbol, guys. Pending any further changes or approval, but I really like this one. I think it's pretty fire. The guys did a great job on it, and I hope all of you like it as much as I do. Also, while I'm in the mood of showing off and teasing other things, let's go ahead and show off and tease this a little bit. Our buddies Greyhound and Runesmith. Sorry, I've got the brightness way up on this thing right now, so it's glowing. But let me fix that for us. I'll turn it down a little, and the contrast will be better, maybe. I guess it's just phone to phone. Well, anyway, you can see it pretty good, guys. But what we have here is what is known as a hellhound. Okay? Thanks to a coalition of Greyhound and Runesmith Productions, there will be three. You heard me right. Three in the world of this pick. One of them will be Runesmith's personal. The other, you guessed it, will be Greyhound's personal. Ooh, ah. So who's going to get that third one, guys? It's not Mounta1nM1ck, but it is going to be a contest winner. So maybe if you're into that kind of thing, you should pay attention to what we have going on at the dog pack, and you should absolutely pay attention to what Greyhound and Runesmith have going on. Because if you want to find yourself the owner of a hellhound, that will be the only way. Now, as you all know, I am a big fan of my dog legs. Thank you, Dilbert, for sending those over. Um, and like any pick aficionado, lover, collector, user, addict, whatever you guys want to call it. I want them all. I want to have the heavy dogs. I want to have the elephant trunks. I want to try out that deep that he and Broke just came up with. And if you guys didn't know that, that's very common in lock sport. We all get on teamed up, crack teams of helping each other out with cool stuff. And that's kind of the spirit of what we have going on with the dog pack. So, what I'm trying to say to you is Greyhound and Broke were working on the new super deep looking deep dog leg. I'm not sure how much they worked on before that because you'd have to ask them about that. But therein lies the beauty of lock sport. Because people are cool, friendly, and will talk to you, you can ask them both yourselves. And you can ask Mick too in the future. Maybe I'll know by then. But as you all know, Mick is very happy to answer your questions and communicate with everyone because at the end of the day, I'm just a regular guy with a couple cameras that likes picking locks, guys. You can reach out to me. Don't be afraid and think Mick is going to be some cranky prima donna, overblown celebrity type. I'm not famous, guys. I don't have lots of money or wealth. When I walk in a grocery store, people don't run screaming at me and throwing undergarments. I'm just a dude, so give Mick a holler. We can be friends. It's all right. Let me see what we got going in the chat, and I will proceed to show you some Mountain1nM1ck LOCKMAIL, which was promised already, but I really, really wanted to go ahead and I was given the signal to send off our start on the dog pack. So I had to go ahead and drop it. Let me give you the banner as well. Haha! I don't think I told Stang about that one, guys, but if you look at the bottom, the dog pack is open. Woof. So get over there. Get yourself involved. You will need to take yourself through the welcome gate. Then you will be asked to look at the rules and hit the little check mark. That will give you access to all the fun over at the dog pack. Then you as well will be a dog. That means, the same thing as you would think it means. It means you're part of the pack. You can stay on the porch if you want, but if you want to be one of the big dogs, you already know what you need to do today. So, break off of the leash or the runner cable or whatever you're hooked down to whenever the folks are around, and shimmy that collar off the neck if you have to, and take your wagging tail over to the dog pack. Get a little drool on the like button. That's okay too. Just make sure that you bring your paws and your tail and your ears all over. All right. Let's see who we got going on here. Zoe says, Mountain1nM1ck, you're famous to us. Well, thank you for that, Zoe. You're very kind. You guys are all famous to me, Zoe. I want you to know that. All right. I follow your stuff the same way that I follow Mustang stuff, the same way that I follow anybody who is clicked up with Mountain1nM1ck stuff. All right. All my friends, they know it's true because you guys will see. I am in your comments. I am liking your video. I am commenting to remind you I came through to look at and like your video. I don't do it to show off or to waste time. I do it because I enjoy your guys' stuff, That's what I like to do whenever I'm not doing this. So, I'm a fan too, guys. I think that's something that people lose sight of. I'm just like, just like any of you guys. I got about 15, 20 different shows I probably watch regularly, and I'm in a constant search to watch other ones and get into them. So, make some cool content. Mountain1nM1ck will be talking about it. And before you know it, we'll link up and do a show together. It really doesn't take that long either. I'm telling you. I started picking just a little over 2 months ago. Never had a YouTube in my life. Okay? It's not that hard, guys. Now, I'm not socially awkward in ways that some people struggle with. and camera fright for locks is more serious than with people. But I'm just trying to tell you guys, in the light of getting too dazzled by things you see on your phone, don't do that. There's just a bunch of cool, normal people out here, and all you need, as I've showed you many times, all you need is two phones, maybe one crappy one, a vase to stick one of them in, or a book to stack it on, something like that. You can use a vise to hold the camera once you get one, but you can't pick on camera without two if you do it that way. But you don't need, you know, all that fancy high production gear is for later, guys. You don't need all that stuff to get rolling, especially not to record your belt videos and make some friends. We're not going to judge you based on production value. The value comes from you. People come for the locks, but they stay for you. I tell people that all the time. We can watch anybody pick locks all day. The reason we watch you is because we like you. So let me see what else y'all got going in the chat, and I'll start showing you some of the cool mail that I did get already today. And maybe, just maybe, fingers crossed, I will still get the package from Mustang today. If I don't, we will make do, and I will push that down the road just a day or two so that we can get it all worked. But it's going to be awesome either way. And the things that I have to show you are very, very cool. So stick around. Believe me. You don't want to miss this stuff either. Let's see here. Just checking on all my chat buddies really quick. I lost a lot of time there. Yeah, thank you, Wild Billiam. I think Wild Billiam knows. I was just watching one of his entry videos earlier today, guys. But if you pay attention, I didn't just watch his entry video. I watched everything I currently could find that he had just put out because I'm a big fan of his. You know, it works both ways. He watches my channel, but I watch his channel all the time too. If anything, I'm a fan of him. And if you don't know Wild Billiam, I suggest you get over there and watch him as well. Wild Billiam, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that I used one of your videos as an example at the dog pack. Also, because we are friends on Facebook, I know I shared it on Facebook as well as Reddit, which is what I try to do for all of my friends. I tell you guys, the reasons I have videos from friends playlist and the reason I love doing this contest stuff is because even though I don't actually get any views or anything towards my channel's popularity for that, I don't want it. That's you guys' work. That's something that you deserve. And it really makes me happy that it does go to you when I do that. When people click on my links for all you guys' stuff that I share, I'm just giving people a doorway to your channel, basically. So they find you. You get the watches, you get the likes. That doesn't come to Mick, that comes to you. So I love doing it because it gives me a way to send newer people to my playlist and say, hey, look, if you like my videos, check out this list of videos. A lot of my friends are great pickers, some of them way better than me. You'll meet some people if you just scroll through there and start introducing yourself. If you have a video that you want on Mounta1nM1ck's videos from friends, let Mick know. It's for everybody, guys. I'll add you in on as many as you want. It's a place for me to show you guys off. And again, with the contest, that's what I was really talking about this time. With the contest, anytime I get an entry video, the first thing I do is watch it. Then I like it and comment on it. Then I add it to the playlist. Then I share it to Reddit, my own personal Facebook, and all of that stuff. There's certain places that won't let me share it to all of them because it's their policy not to promote pages and stuff. So basically, any venue that is already mine, like my YouTube, my Facebook, I push you guys out there as hard, if not harder, than I push some of my own stuff. Because at the end of the day, lock sport is what I'm trying to spread here. Now, being Mounta1nM1ck is fun. Make no mistake there. But I am in this because I want to meet you guys and I want you guys to meet each other. So, anyway, what I'm going to do now is show off some packages that I got from my good buddy Walt Cade. I hope Walt made it over here. If he's not here, then he already knows I got it because I sent him a personal thank you earlier as soon as I unwrapped this stuff. And this is one that I didn't know about. It was a surprise. Both of these packages, actually. I ended up getting two from him. So, definitely. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave the dog pack one up. And we will get to showing what I've got from Walt Cade. And since this is the traditional part of the show where I use my classic view, thanks guys for bearing with me while I've actually got my face on screen. We'll get back to classic Mick now. Alright? Let's pan it on down and put you in the vase. And we'll roll the rest of this show in classic form until at least towards the end. Alright. So we got our good skeleton man, Mr. Happy. We got our ducks, our Skip Yoda, all our usual swag lined up. And we're all ready to show off some cool stuff that we got from Mr. Walt Cade today. Alrighty. So, the first thing I would like to start with, we will start small. But small things can often be very nice. I won't show this, even though it wouldn't matter, because Walt Cade is a friendly guy. And he's also a Texan. So you know what that means. It's his business card. He already has people who know his address and his number. So nobody fret about that. Walt is well known. And he is also, as I said, a Texan. So if you have any nefarious ideas about going to meet Walt Cade in any way that is less than friendly, I would advise you against doing so, because Texas is not the place to get riled up like that, guys. That's all I'm going to say about that. Walt's a friendly guy, so keep it friendly whenever you contact him. That being said, let me show you the cool stuff that he sent over to Mounta1nM1ck. Now first, I got the big box that I'm going to show you afterward, alright? This is the box that I got on my porch from Walt this time. Had no idea it was coming. I'm just teasing you with that, because I'll show you that in a second. But what I didn't notice at the time, and later noticed in the same day, is that I did get a little envelope from Walt, also in the mailbox. So this is what I'm going to be showing you right now. If any of you were paying attention on my Facebook today, you might have already seen some of this stuff. I did leak it. I did leak it earlier today as a little teaser. And so if you were there, you probably saw this stuff already. But I made a few things picture-wise to send to Walt, and I hoped that he enjoyed those. I wanted to thank him a couple different ways, and one of them was spreading the word. And now I will show you guys what he sent me, alright? What came in the envelope, Mounta1nM1ck? Well, in the envelope, we have a pack that came this way. There are a 5-pack of them, which is perfect for a full set of what they are for. This is a set of Covert Instrument McNally Reaper pick sleeves. Walt has taken to 3D printing a ton of goodies, and he has decided that Mounta1nM1ck is a cool guy to send some of those things to test them out, see how they are, give him a little bit of notes on them, and show them to all you guys in case you're interested in them. Now, before I continue, let me just say that Mr. Walt Cade, he will send you the stuff I'm about to show you. I know for sure the pick handles. The other item I'll have to double check because it's a little bigger. He might be charging a little on that one. But for the pick handles and the other part I'll be showing you, he definitely will send you those if you send him a self-addressed stamped envelope. So obviously you're going to want to give him your name and address. Just fill it on the envelope yourself. Stamp the envelope for what you're going to need postage-wise. and let him know how many that you would like, what kind you would like, and what color you would like. And I'm told by Walt that he will hook up anybody who decides to do that. All right. Here is one of them on a McTickler. So let me show you a regular McTickler, because naturally I'll just pull this one out. How about it? This is a regular McTickler, guys. It's got the classic Reaper style handles on it, a little angular cut. So it doesn't fit the same as the round ones like the FNG. Now, Walt also does make ones that are round sandwich style. So he sent me a few of those, but I had shrink tubed them, and I'm gonna put them on there maybe when I run out the shrink tubing one day. But I'm telling you because he has them for both basically. So if you've got some Greyhound dog legs, or some multi-pick, or some covert instruments. I'm not sure Sparrows has any of the sandwich popsicle style ones that I've seen, but if they do, they will fit these as well, I guess. Greyhound's actually working on a Sparrows alternative for me right now. He's got some pretty cool ones if you've seen on his live recently. But Walt has made some very nice ones for my Reaper. And as you can see, they do slide in and out of there pretty easily without having to worry about using any tools to get them in there or anything crazy. However, as you can see, they do stay on there very, very well. It's not moving around in there, guys. It's actually a really great place for your pick to be snugged up in. I will do some picking with this one here in a moment, but as opposed to doing the shrink tubing, oops, I did the shrink tubing on some of mine recently. They did turn out well, but some people do not care for the way shrink tubes look, and I can't totally blame you there. So I would say check out Walt or some of your other 3D print friends if you can't get a hold of Walt. I think they maybe even do file share on these. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, the Reaper handles that I got from Walt are fantastic. Now, naturally, they will fit anything in the Reaper set. So let me just say this. I do have some 44 Delta handles coming because Nick Matlack, who sent me these Reaper set, has decided to just continually spoil Mountain1nM1ck, and he sent me some 44 Deltas that are on the way. I'll be showing those sometime next week, so stay tuned for that. But what I would like to say is, as I've mentioned many times before, the Reaper case is not designed to house a big old meaty handle like a 44 Delta. So if I were here at the house, the Reapers and the 44 Deltas would be cool to leave at the house, but what about when I want to EDC them? Because that's what I do all the time. It would be a little bit impractical for Mountain1nM1ck to carry a 44 Delta handle with him, even just one of them. Ergo, Mountain1nM1ck really digs this because since it will remove, and I can put literally any of these guys in there, I guess you already know where Mountain1nM1ck's going with this, guys. All you really have to do is have yourself one of these little gems from Walt Cade and carry it in your EDC, and you'll be able to have a nice comfy handle to swap in and out of whenever you want to EDC use your Reaper set. So I would recommend at the very least having one for that, because as you can see, it only takes a couple of seconds for me to swap from handle to handle here. They all fit well. It's the same handle on all of them, so why wouldn't they? And as I said, if you have the full set, they are nice enough for sure to just leave on your desk or in a holder and leave them, set up with the handles on them full time. But as I said, if you're like Mountain1nM1ck and you're more desiring the ability to swap between having the deltas at home and carrying the same set because you don't have both, or two sets, I would recommend having some of these little guys, at least one, maybe two or three, and you can actually sneak them in there in the Reaper itself. You can just sneak one of them down in the pouch like that, carry it with all of them. Now, whenever you're EDC, you'll have a nice textured handle with a little bit more grip on it for whenever you're picking with your covert stuff. And even in the practices of the wild, it's always nice to be able to pick longer without damaging your fingers or getting any new blisters. So I think we can all embrace the goodies that come with having a handle. Many people are purists. They like to have handles that are pure metal because they feel that they can feel the feedback better. I would find that very hard to argue with from a standpoint of physics alone. They probably do get added feedback from using only metal, but my argument to that would be how much is that added feedback worth versus the added time that I'll be able to pick without the blister that you're getting? That's my real question. So it will vary from person to person, and so will the choice that you make. And that's all I'm going to say about that subject. Delbert says he needs some dog leg handles. Skip says give this dog a bone. Yes, Wild William. Walt, Mr. Cade, he is an awesome guy. And now I'm going to show you something really cool that Mr. Cade sent me. But I'm going to tease you with one more thing first. Now, in the big box that I got from Mr. Cade, I got something that me and him were talking about the other day. And he blessed me with some of them. And I'm really happy to have them. Some of you will probably recognize what these are beforehand. And if you don't, I will tell you what they are. Check it out, guys. Anybody in the chat know what we're looking at here? Want to take a quick guess? Who knows what Walt Cade sent Mountain1nM1ck? I've got them in white. I've got them in a Carolina powder blue. And I've got them in a solid Easter yellow. Labs and Delbert are talking about, no, they're not ducks, Delbert. Yes, they are beads, Brett Sucks. Very specific beads. They're not the kind for fun time. Yes, Zoe, that is absolutely correct. That is what they are. These are Jimmy Long's insert beads. Very cool. I appreciate Walt sending them over to me. And naturally, before the show, I took the time to dress up my favorite set, which is my 19 gems, with a little Carolina blue. Because being a Tar Heel man, when he sent me these beautiful Carolina blue beads, I said, oh yeah, that's going to be the standard 19 size jimmies for me. Now, if I get me some more Jimmy Longs, I'll be able to change around and use different size, different color, as well as using certain colors to specify a certain type of pick if I desire to. Some people like to store them with the handle dots facing up so you can see them from your case. Now, Mountain1nM1ck has his Jimmy roll. He actually prefers having them with that part tucked away because I'm really a quick glance keep them in order. I'm used to doing it with my wrenches at work, guys. So honestly, I don't look as much as I look at what position I have it in the case. I know where I reach and where I put back what I'm getting. So for that reason, I don't have to do it as much as some people probably like to, but I will show you in just a moment another reason that those can be really helpful when I show off the other thing Walt sent me. But yes, the Jimmy beads, very cool. Once again, Walt Cade will send you some Jimmy insert beads. You just need to get a hold of Walt. You can get a hold of him via Facebook. You can get a hold of Mounta1nM1ck, and Mounta1nM1ck will try to get you on with him just because he's a good buddy of mine and because he takes such good care of sending me some cool stuff. And here is a quick flash rundown again of his information. I would recommend shooting him an email here above all the other options. So, yeah, if you want to get a hold of Mr. Cade, maybe don't call his phone unless you're trying to do some auction business. Maybe just keep it to emailing him. Now, if you do want to do some consignment or auction business and you're able to deal in the Texas area, I know Texas is huge. He's in the Longview, Texas area, but he is a traveler. So if for whatever reason you find yourself in Texas wanting to do some consignment, wanting to do some auctioning or storage warehouse type stuff, many of you may recognize Walt Cade. He is the guy from Storage Wars, Texas. You will see him on TV doing that. Alrighty, Mustang, go enjoy. If I get the mail, I will be sure to let you know before I show it off, sir. Thank you for being here for the unveiling of the dog pack. It's very near and dear to my heart what you have going on there. And yes, if the mailman happens to touch down with my package, let me go quick glance. But I don't think we've got it yet. But it's not completely out of the realm of possibility just yet. Getting pretty close. No, nothing yet. But I was going to get pushed back. We will see. Yeah, well, it is coming from Alaska, guys. So I don't know for sure if it'll be today that it comes or not. They did have it slated for by 8 or 9 today, so I suppose I could check again and see what it says. But it appears that it may be getting pushed back, which is why, as usual, I wanted to be prepared and have other things I could show you guys tonight. Fortunately for me, I got some cool mail from Walt, and that will be just fine. I just checked the update from from the Postal Service. They still do not have it changed, so we'll see what happens, guys. It said 8 o'clock today, so either they're about to pull in sideways or it's about to get changed again for the first time, actually. But anyway, David says, I got some Jimmy beads for organizing my profiles. Those are sweet. I agree, David. I really do like the Jimmy beads idea. I'm not sure who first came up with that idea, but it is a winner. I really dig it. Also, hello, Lock Guy. Um, I believe I now have the money for sending Lock Guy's package out. I just have to get by the post office, Lock Guy. But I do have it wrapped and ready to go. I might actually stick one or two more little goodies in there if I can find something cool to send you. But I'm going to try in the next few days to drop that thing in the mail for you, my guy. And I will give you the tracking number. Same goes for Elroy's Toys. If you're listening out there, Elroy, don't know if you're still here or if you had to tend to something, but Mounta1nM1ck's getting ready to send you guys your stuff. So thank you for being immensely patient with Mounta1nM1ck. We will try to stay on top of these things. Let's see. I guess I'll get on to showing you guys the biggest thing that I got from Walt. And then I will do a little obligatory picking for the night, and we'll talk and hang out, since my presentation part will be mostly done by then. Oh, let me drag this thing over here. Are you guys ready to see something really cool? All right, guys, here it is. This is the big thing Walt sent me, all right? Boom. It is what it appears to be for anyone curious. We'll stick Walt's card here. And I will put a few things in it just to show you guys how handy this little doodad can be. We'll take Mounta1nM1ck's Jimmy roll. And for the moment, we will go against what Mounta1nM1ck typically does. I usually just have my rolls out here. And I'll even put some of these jimmies with the tips down just to show you guys that the jimmy beads make it a little easier to see what you're grabbing. And I'll show you why, because my other ones actually, I purposely left a couple of ones with no bead in them. I'm still considering going back and sticking either the whites or yellows in them, but these are my 15s, the ones that are ghettoed up with tape on them. Technically, I could take the tape off of them now. I might still paint a little line on them with some whiteout or something. The reason I like that is because, as I said, I keep mine with the metal up in the flap case, so I'll be able to see in the flap case a little better if I mark them up here. But anyway, for right now, you can easily tell the difference between, oh, sorry guys, you can easily tell the difference between a blue and a completely see-through. So if you had them set up, it wouldn't be very hard for you to tell which was which. So got plenty of storage for your jimmies. There's plenty of stuff in these big front runs here. All the other ones, if I bring you over to look at it, all the other ones are the smaller size ones. Those are all going to be good for various turners. Will fit in there. Here, I'll show you what I mean. You can fit some turners in there. Naturally, you can stick some your greyhound dog legs down in there. That's what I'm going to do to show you guys what I'm talking about. So we got our dog legs hanging out in there, and I'll stick one of my covert instrument hook in there as well, just for funs. So as you can see now, Mounta1nM1ck, well, a little hard to see the way I got it set for you guys right now, but there you go. Now, as far as a desktop picking station goes, Mounta1nM1ck can do it right there. And where's my pen and tray? I think I got it in the man purse over here. Let's see. Pinning tray. We take our little pen and tray, plop it down up here. So we got our pen and tray hanging out. That'll be nice when we get around to needing to gut and pin something. My tray actually fits perfectly in this little slot too, just so you guys can see. And I do have the Allen wrench that fits my pack lock hanging out in there. I'm sorry, the one for my pack lock is in my zipper case for sparrows. That's actually the one that goes to my practice lock. So as you can see, very useful desk storage item. When Mounta1nM1ck ends up with a cool lock sport desk, this will be one of the cool things that Mounta1nM1ck has hanging around on said desk. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys what that's about. What I'm going to do with it for now is set it all the way back here where my jimmy roll usually hangs out. And I'll just leave it set up that way and pick from it right now, because I really dig the way it's got the quick grab ability. And yeah, really dig it. So thank you, Walt Cade. for sending all this really cool stuff over to Mountain Mick. You are a saint, sir. I appreciate all the cool goodies that any of you guys send me. And I've known Walt since very early in the Mountain Mick journey. I believe that my love for the Maces got me to get me in there. Greyhound, what's up, sir? Greyhound is in the chat, fellas. It says you guys knocked it out of the park with the dog pack. Yes, Greyhound, I agree. Those guys, including me and you being present, but yeah, Stang and Keyman really hardcore knocked it out of the park over there, guys. If you pay attention to when you're over there, I'm going to show you guys really quick. I should have showed you when I was there. Stang took it upon himself not only to open the dog pack, but let me show you this, guys. He also went ahead and got us a real domain tag. Now, I don't know if you know what that is, but it's an idea that Mountain1nM1ck had while we were cruising around. I was cruising from our spot to a couple of other ones that I've been in, and recently I had a couple of different tags swapping around from one to the other. Probably shouldn't show you guys the admin talk there, but let me just show you something else. We'll go to Mountain1nM1ck. I've got a channel of my own, a little corner for people to talk to me with here in general. If you look, it just says Mountain1nM1ck in general. All right. Now, I dropped a bunch of cool pictures and stuff from when my journey started in there. Anybody really curious about Mountain1nM1ck's Sparrow's tattoo journey and that type of thing, that's where Mountain1nM1ck would advise you to go poking around at. All right. So keep that in mind. But what I'm here to show you right now is, you know how when you're on Discord, you have your name and a little cool tag beside it from a Discord server? Well, check this out, guys. My name has changed a little in there because Stang is just joking around with me here. So I am currently shown as Sparrow Moki Boy. We'll end up with Mountain1nM1ck on there again, but for now it's just a little running joke between me and him. But you'll see my Mountain1nM1ck symbol there. That is me. But look over here to the right, guys. Do you see that? If you pay really close attention here, you'll see what I was talking about. Right about here. Sorry, get the focus right. You can see. Come on, really? You're going to pulse? Well, anyway, it says dog, D-A-W-G, beside my name here, guys. That is the tag for the dog pack, guys. So if you want a really cool tag beside your name on Discord that says DAWG to let all your Discord buddies know that you're in the dog pack, get yourself over there and it will let you add one. So big thanks to Stang for making that become a reality, because those things actually cost a little bit of money to get started, guys. Whenever you go investing in websites and certain names of things, that's one of them that Discord actually needs you to copyright and pay the dues for. So Stang liked the idea so much and has so much faith in this place that he put up the cash to get us the actual dog tag for our dog pack. So if you find yourself joining up with the ranks of the dog pack, it'd be really cool, not necessary, but really cool, if you adopt the dog tag, because it's really cool. And I think I'm going to leave mine on it for sure, guys. You know, Open Organization has one. LPU has one. Some of the other servers have one. But that's what gave me the idea. I just happened to be scrolling through and I was like, but what if So I brought it straight over to Stang and GK, and I was like, how can you, how do we do this, guys? Is that something we can make happen? And next thing I know, about maybe a half hour to an hour later, I was able to get my very own tag that said dog on it. So I'm really tickled about that on a personal level, guys. So if you want to jump in and be a dog too, check out the dog pack. Um, there's a lot of really awesome stuff over there, guys. Like I said, you're going to enjoy it. We'll be reaching out to more experts to have as many meeting of the minds people as we can for resources for you guys there. So that way you can complain to the right people when you want something better, and you can ask the right people when you have questions about something. And there's just so much that I couldn't really even make a full coverage of it. If I did a 24-hour live, I think I'd still have more to tell you about this massive new thing that they created, guys. So like I said, the only real way you're going to get it and really get to enjoy it, the experience, is to go check it out yourself and spend some time over there enjoying it yourself. Now, what am I going to do here? I'm going to take the low reach Reaper 1 and stick it in this cool Walt Cade here. And then I'm going to pull out the old Berserker block and pop a few locks on it just for funsies. That's what I'm going to do. Then I will likely grab something and pick around with one of my dog legs. Exactly, Labs. Labs said he was born a dog. I feel you there, my brother. Sometimes it's not the size of the dog in the fight, the size of the fight in the dog. And this dog can hunt, guys. I can tell you that right now. This dog will hunt. For any of you who aren't aware, that's an old Southern saying that means it kicks ass. It's good. It does what it's supposed to and then some. This dog will hunt. But yeah, this is the old set of blocks that I did the Berserker challenge with. I'm going to play around, pop my way through a few of them, and get a feel for this little Reaper handle that I got from Mr. Walt Cade. I really dig it. I like the way it feels a lot, guys. Honestly, it's this little cross hatching on it. Really, I always tell people, if you can do a cross hatch without making it thin and weak, do a crosshatch, because Mounta1nM1ck is a sucker for a good crosshatch tool that doesn't slip around in his hands while they're sweating. And I can get a little sweaty handed when I'm doing fine work, especially on camera, and when I'm in a stressful, deep stress pick. It is really nice to have. There is one popped. And Graham says, well aware is that we used it up north too. Labrador. This dog will hunt. I figured you guys knew, Greyhound. That cliche is too good to leave at the door, sir. You got to bring that one out, spread it around town with you. Need some walking around money, Greyhound. Need some walking around money. Put on some shoes, do some walking around. Gator, baby. Whose Jimmy is this? Whose baby is this? This is a child. Whose baby is this? So we got Brett Sucks in the chat. BrettSucks.com.org. Dogpack.brettsucks.uk. We also got Labs and Greyhound hanging out. Like I said, guys, I'm just going to screw around with this thing for a minute and hang out with you guys for a little bit. Um, I'm hoping that I still get this package, but it's starting to look pretty dark for the odds on that, guys. I won't lie to you. The mailman usually would have come by now, so it may be a Monday thing. But fear not, because the only main idea there is to make sure that my boy Stang is ready for action to watch me unwrap that one, because I have a really big thing about when somebody sends me something, being able to show it during a time they can see and enjoy. Sort of like unwrapping Christmas presents, you kind of wait until the right people are there to do it. That's kind of how I feel about LOCKMAIL, guys. So, um, I don't think it'll come tomorrow anyway because it's a Sunday, I believe. But were it to come tomorrow, I believe Stang has some plans with his lady, etc. And being the good brother that I am, I would put it off for him anyway until either late that night or the next day. So if we don't end up with the package today, fear not. Mountain1nM1ck has at least 3 packages touching down next week. He's got a little bit of goodies from Mr. Happy coming. He's got a little bit of goodies from Nick Matlack coming. He's got a little bit of goodies that should be here today but might roll over. And he's got a couple other things going on. He will also like to mention that one of his good buddies, I won't say his name right now because I know he's upset about the situation, but he was on a multi-country tour, okay? And he was keeping Mountain1nM1ck posted, telling me where he was at, and that he had basically a list of locks he made to hunt down for himself, but a smaller list of locks that he wanted to hunt down and send to Mountain1nM1ck. And I was like, cool. So I was keeping up with him. Well, he got back to his home country and home area about sometime last week and let me know that he returned finally, safely, and that he would be sending my package out soon. And I was like, all right, well, glad to hear that you made it back, my friend, safely and soundly. No rush on the package, just, you know, give me a shout whenever to talk anyway, because we're friends, and I don't like people to think anything different. That's my boy. So he messaged me last night because he was all in a fret, worried about what I'm about to tell you. He went to mail Mick the package that he had put together as a care package for Mountain1nM1ck, and he was informed that due to the current state of tariffs in my government, his country as a whole is not currently shipping to the United States. So that means that no matter what he wanted to send me, it's currently impossible because his country does not ship to America because of the tariffs involved. Fantastic. So anyway, sorry, Mountain1nM1ck almost made a mess there. Anyway, so I believe he was a little bit upset because he wasn't able to send the package. And I told him, you know, blank, don't worry about that, buddy. I have more so enjoyed keeping track with you of what countries you're in and hearing about your travels and all of that type of thing than I could ever care about the locks you were going to send me, my friend. So, maybe someday the political climate will change, or we'll find a way to tag team middleman mail your stuff to me, but I'm not worried about it. I really wanted to stress to him that, things like that are out of our control, and it's not really a big deal, man. Like, it would have been a big deal to me to get them. You know what I mean? But as far as the current situation making it impossible, there's nothing either of us can do about that, really. And I just wanted to reassure my friend. I invited him to watch tonight because I know that he gets to watch from time to time as well. And I invited him to watch the show. And I would just, like I said, really love to remind all my friends out there that Mountain Mick does get a lot of lock mail, guys, but you don't have to send me stuff, guys. Um, I'm very blessed. I'm very honored. But if you want to be friends with Mountain Mick, please, please do not feel like you have to do that kind of thing, guys. I talk to everybody. I give everybody the same amount of love and affection and attention that I am able to do, and I enjoy it. I do it for me, for meeting new people. It's quite literally a joy to me to meet you guys and to get to know about you and where you're from and what you like and what you don't like. I just enjoy meeting people and gathering experience from the human experience, just knowing people and networking with them. So, I try to tell him like I would tell any of you. The gift that you give me is your friendship. Anything beyond that is a bonus, but is unnecessary. Like I said, I was raised to refuse once, but never twice. My grandma said a gentleman refuses once, but not twice. Because at that point, you might offend somebody. So I try to facilitate whatever I can, guys. But the only point I'm trying to stress here is do not feel like you need to do those types of things. I I will be fine without it, guys. Like I don't mind, paying for all my own stuff is okay with me. I've spent a lot of my life poor and broke and going without stuff. So it won't be the end of the day for me. I will still be right here having fun with you guys the same way. And massive appreciation to the people who have spoiled Mountain Mick. There's a lot of you. But like I said, guys, just take it home with you from this episode that Mountain Mick wants your friendship. He wants you to talk to him. I will enjoy that more than anything you could ever give me in the physical realm of being. So, shoot me a message. Tell me about your life and your family. What inspired you to pick? What you're working on right now? If you're having a shitty day and you want to talk to somebody and it's not about picking, give me a shout about that too. That I don't mind talking about non-picking stuff, guys. That's what makes us friends. So, you know, just trying to say, guys, I enjoy the conversations and interactions with you all. You know, that's what I'm here for. So let me see what you guys got going in the chat. I've been a little distracted picking my way through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 6 out of 16 while sitting here messing around. Clearly, I'm not as practiced as I was on my Berserker run day, but that's okay. But I really did dig using this thing Walt sent. I'm going to use it just a little more, but I really like that, guys. I'm going to keep one of them in my EDC kit all the time so I can swap it around. Let's see what we got here. We got Dean P in the chat. What's up, Dean P? My G. I see Labs is still struggling with the fault set on his lock. Sorry about that, Labs. I know it's been a nightmare for you, but you will get it, my brother. Let's see, we got D and P in here. Yes, you can send Dean stuff instead. That's also cool. Dean sends me stuff. I send Dean, well, I haven't sent Dean anything yet, but one of these sweet McTicklers like I just showed off, Dean will be getting one of those. And not only that, I might even throw him in one of my Walt Cade 3D printed cover handles. Even though they're technically supposed to go on my Reaper, I might be able to get some more of them. And I'll ask Dean what he thinks about that. But if you like Dean, I might be willing to part with one of them so you can enjoy having a cool 3D printed handle on your McTickler, just let me know in the chat, guys. I only have 5 of them right now because Mr. Cade sent it to me for my set. But I love you, Dean. So since I'm already sending you a McTickler, I will send you one if you like it. See what else you guys got going on here. Something just came into my mail. Don't know what. Let's see. Yes, Dean, I did already send the Berserker video into Lockjaw. I have not received a confirmation email or anything like that. And while I do still have it saved to my account, so for backup, I will not be emailing Lockjaw until a very, very decent, respectable amount of time has gone by. There's no reason for me to harass them. I never got a return email the last time around, but I did get my patch. That's all they ever said they would do, and for that reason, they did their end of the bargain as well as I did mine, and I have nothing but thanks for them for that. Speaking of, I will go ahead and show that off real quick just because you brought it up, Dean. Because I do love my guys over at Lockjaw. I appreciate them having the challenges, and I am looking forward to my Berserker patch coming in. When it does, that is one more thing Mountain1nM1ck is currently watching the mail for, but expecting to take a little while. But when it does come in, it will go quite nicely with this beautiful Lockjaw Night Watch patch. Ooh, ghoulish. And just in time for Halloween too, right? Lockjaw's got some really cool challenge patches, guys. This Night Watch is the 3rd out of 3 for this year. There will be a 4th one coming out somewhere probably around Halloween or November, if I had to guess. It's usually about 3 months per because it's a season for a patch, which leads me to believe, based on the dates that this one came out, that right around Halloween, November, you should be hearing about that pack leader patch. So I don't know what they've got planned for that, but we'll find out, and maybe it'll be one Mountain1nM1ck can do. I've got the Berserker already, and I've got the Night Watch already. I haven't got the patch for the Berserker yet, but at least I did it. I'm still working very hardcore on getting my 200K from Packlock and my blue belt. So hopefully that's what Mountain1nM1ck will be getting next. Let's see here. Let me throw the ticker back up for a little bit. The ticker at the bottom will show you guys, if you're not sure about the 250 giveaway, the locks will be listed at the bottom. I've got some really cool entries already into this thing. If you would like to check out in the Dog Pack channel on Discord, the very bottom is a temporary channel for Mick's 250 sub giveaway. You can also find all the current entries there. You can see the examples given that will show you how to do it the right way on either a Lotto or a Guttable lock, because people have done both now. And I would also like to point out that my man Elroy's Toys had a really good entry video that had multiple locks in it, guys. Now, I don't know if some of you know about that for sure or not. So I just want to say that what Elroy's Toys did with that video is within the law of Mick's rules. I was actually encouraging that type of thing from the very beginning. If you would like to open multiple locks in the same video, or if you would like to open the same lock multiple times in the same video, Mountain1nM1ck will be giving you one entry per lock that opens, guys. Per lock that opens, not per video. So hypothetically speaking, if you were to pick one of every one of the locks on there in one video, Mountain1nM1ck will give you as many locks as that is as an entry. Furthermore, if you take just a Master Lock 410 Lotto, for example, and pick that lock 15 times during a video, I will give you 15 entries for that video. At the very end, all of those entries will be plugged in into a big randomized wheel. Because I know it will be a massive amount, we will only spin one time, okay? There will be a spin and a grand prize winner will be chosen from that spin. I probably won't even spin the button myself. I'm not sure, but I'll probably be in Florida by the time this happens. I will have Miss Mountain1nM1ck or Mama1nM1ck or Mick Sis hit the button just so we know even further that Mountain1nM1ck's not involved with the pick of the winner. But I will feed all your names in. I will have one of them hit the go button, and whichever name pops up, that will be our grand prize winner. Lock Junkie asked me today, Mountain1nM1ck, what are the prizes? Well, you can get either an A1100 that is custom engraved. You can get it in any color that you like. Or you can pick one of the two 44 Delta special locks that he sells. And what I mean by that is 44 Delta is known for selling an A1100 and a Packlock 90A Pro. Both have been painted with his special logos, black paint, and a really cool design of either a Reaper, a Delta symbol, a spider. Those are the ones I'm talking about, guys. Now, he does make some custom edition ones here and there that are even harder to get. I don't know anything about when he's going to do another one of those. I would be willing to include one of those as the prize. So, if for some reason between now and then 44 Delta releases, hypothetically speaking, if he releases one with a freaking shamrock on it tomorrow, then that will be one of the ones that is an option, okay? But if it's a shamrock, Mountain1nM1ck might buy two of them because Mountain1nM1ck really likes shamrocks. Moving on, that is how you can get yourself into the game, pick the locks, show the video. There is no race this time. The race is to get as many of them as you can in the time allotted, which is until October 1st at 12 a.m. in my time zone, which is GMT -5, or UPT -5, or more easily, Eastern Daylight Time, which means that I'm on the East Coast of America, New York time, and we are in the middle of daylight savings. When it ends, we will go back to Eastern Standard Time. I didn't even know that was a thing until I started doing this, guys. I said Eastern Standard Time, and Google corrected me in the AI bot. It said, "Don't you mean EDT?" And I didn't realize that daylight savings time needed to have a D instead of an S. So I learned something there, guys. So yes, if you've seen me type EDT, it is not a mistake. It's apparently the proper way to list times. And I'd love to just use GMT -5, but people always look at me really weird when I say that. I won't explain it, just Google it. I'm not a time figuring out channel, I'm a lock picking channel. Now, Mountain1nM1ck's going to grab himself a little bit more soda. He's going to check your chats on the backup phone, and he's going to pick some more locks. See what we got here. Dean chilling in the chat. Dilberto. Send Dean all your goodies. Super thick smoke from wildfires and yard sale. Oh, yeah. A real fire sale for sure. Yeah. Yeah, you can keep sending Mick stuff. Don't listen to what he's saying. Whatever. I like that idea too, Dean. But the truth is, it's really hard to keep up with all these guys. They're so good to me. But I do keep up with them, and I will be blessing them back one day. at the very least, everyone will be receiving a patch and a sticker from the Mountain1nM1ck merchandise that I will drop whenever I get the money to fund that. It is a work in progress, getting it actually made, but it has already been designed, prototyped, and all of that good stuff. As you know, guys, because you've already seen prototype numero uno that our good friend Mr. Happy had made up and sent to me, and that still appears hopefully in all of my videos. This is kind of my brand logo, guys. So big thanks to Blake Sled, the Red Bridge Butcher, and massive thanks also to Mr. Happy for helping me get this going. He has got some other really cool designs that I'll be sharing with you guys throughout our time together. And I'm excited about all of them. Everything, including the poker chips, rubber stamp for the letters, and all kinds of other cool stuff. Maybe a coffee mug. I'll maybe even have to get my mom a hoodie. Mama Mick wants a hoodie of her son. She wants to have one of those #1 Mick mamas on the back kind of thing. So I got to hook mama up. Let's see what else you guys are saying. The ticklers are deadly. Delbert sending out some packages. Yeah, send it to Brett Sucks, guys. Brett Sucks also accepts mail, apparently. Yeah, exactly, Dean P. I will try to give them a couple of weeks to put my patch in the mail this time. I was a little overzealous last time, and it led to some fireworks. So Mountain1nM1ck will not be putting his foot in his mouth this time. He will just let it happen and go with the flow. They've already proven themselves to be good about sending the stuff, so no need for me to flip out. I can't rightfully give them crap about sending people stuff when I've still got to send some stuff out myself. Delbert wants to see that if he is hated. I don't know if you're hated, Delbert. I haven't met anybody that hates you. We talk about you behind your back every once in a while, but that's about it. I'm kidding, by the way, Delbert. We love you, man. You were my first guest. If I didn't love you, you would have never been here. Never forget that, guys. Delbert was guest numero uno. Partially because he had the connection, and partially because he had the cojones to actually get on here with Mick. Ooh, a reliable lotto. Those are nice. British Standard Time. Reliable. Yeah, I didn't know Reliable made a lotto either, Dean. Dean wants me to make a challenge for the patch instead of giving it out, guys. GK Man has made a very interesting point for everyone. Let me swap my banner here and we'll talk about that really quick. The dog pack is open. Oh, I already had that one open. We're going to throw it back up and move these locks out the way then. The dog pack is open. Keep in mind, though, GK Man, our webmaster extraordinaire, has said the link to the server is only good for 7 days, guys. After that, you will have to request another invite. So don't let your dog pack invite sit on the back burner. Get in there. You know, make your presence known. You're going to want to lift a leg and mark your territory as quickly as possible so that we all know you're sent. All right? Now, let's do a little lock popping. And Mountain1nM1ck's going to wrap it before too long. Just wanted to give the mailman his final midnight hour chance to show up and be a hero, but I think it's gonna be tomorrow before, or actually probably Monday before I see that package, guys. But as I said, no worries. I do have a bunch of cool stuff coming next week to be showing you guys. So I will show you guys all my goodies as they come in, like I always do. And fear not, I've got all kinds of cool stuff coming up. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it today, but I want to re-mention it. Mountain1nM1ck just got a call. I believe it was probably yesterday. Anyway, his good friend here in Carolina, who is a tech whiz, has been working on a laptop that Mountain1nM1ck acquired. All right, Mountain1nM1ck found a cool HP laptop, gently used, and his friend is clearing it all out refurbished style. It's going to have all the crap and fluff gutted the way Mountain1nM1ck likes. I used to have a really nice HP laptop. Now I'm going to have another one, and it will have a lot of additional RAM and ROM, so I can keep super high speeds. And he's also adding some cool software editing for Mountain1nM1ck to use. So maybe we'll have some cool stuff to show on the channel as well. But I'm just excited that our restream that I'm running here on the two phones will be much easier to run then. And anyway, I think he said that hopefully sometime this week it will be ready for pickup. So looking forward to that, guys. Whenever my man says, hey, I finished getting this thing all together and wiped down and ready to go for you, you can come get it. That day I will be playing with it, and soon after I will be releasing it onto the Mountain1nM1ck channel, so we can have some cool upgraded stuff, and we can continue to go up in the right direction and spread the world of lock sport and love even further to all of our friends and families and lives and unknown strangers that we want to meet. Now let's do a little picking. Let's play with that. And oh, I don't have anything for that. Let's see what else we got. Let's play with one of those. And we'll play with that. Oh yeah, that one's always a classic. Let's try that. And what else? What else? Maybe we'll give that a shot too. Alright. That's a good little run of playing around. Also, maybe we'll give this one a shot too at the end. So, thanks for everybody who's still here, chilling in the chat. I hope you guys are having a good time tonight. It is a weekend, so I know a lot of the work crowd is enjoying having some free time home. There's college football on tonight as well. I saw a couple of blowouts today. I think the Ducks were absolutely laying it to somebody. And I watched a little bit of the Wolfpack NC State game. Let's see. Let's use something with that new handle on it. Let's do that first. So we will take this McTickler and this McTickler. This one can hide over there because we're going to send that one to our good buddy Dean one of these days. Dean, say hello to your McTickler. Hey, Dean. I'm going to come to your house and hang out. We can play with some cool locks and stuff. Please don't break me. I'm sure he won't, McTickler. Hey, Keytron. Keytron. Glad to see our man Keytron in the chat. Keytron is going to rock a lock a bang bang too, guys. Mountain1nM1ck would love to say he is too, but it's just not something that they've gotten the cards for Mountain1nM1ck this year. But that's okay. Mountain1nM1ck's a busy guy. He's getting ready to go back to Florida. And let's just vicariously enjoy Rocka Locka through our man Keytron. Because Keytron's got a great channel. If you haven't seen Keytron's work, check him out. Oh, here I am getting ready to use the one that I got the wrap on. And I should be using the new Walt Cade. That's what I should be using. But yeah, Keytron's got a really cool channel, guys. If you don't know Keytron, you need to. Go check out his channel. Give him some love. And as I said, he's going to be going to the massive Rocka Locka Bang Bang #2. They have it once a year. This time it's going to be Nevada State Prison. They have shut it down for the day and sold tickets. There is going to be fire breathing and prison tattoos, car entry, role play, breakout scenario, survival stuff, EDC stuff, breaching stuff. They'll have battering rams and things like that set up to play around with. It just looks like a massively cool stuff, you know. They got lock picking village kind of thing, of course. They'll just be showing all kinds of cool stuff. Man, that was quick. They'll just be showing all kinds of cool stuff out there at Rocka Locka, guys. So that is yeah, definitely, Delbert. I wasn't sure if you knew Keytron yet or not, but definitely want to follow Keytron. He's got a lot of great stuff. I'm friends with him on Facebook as well. Keytron's a great guy. So if you're into Mounta1nM1ck's channel, you will also enjoy what Keytron gets into, guys. He's really entertaining. He's a great picker. Highly recommend checking out his work. And as I said, he's going to Rocka Locka, so maybe we can get him to share a few pictures with all of us of what Sparrows and Uncle S have going on out there. If they let him take pictures, because I'm not even sure that they do. I know it's a really highly sought after secret situation over there, but I'm sure that they'll let him snap a few quick sneak pics. There we go. Man, that thing works good. I've just got a Reaper #3 Classic in this little Walt Cade, guys, and it is absolutely slaying. Yeah, go for it, Delbert. Drop a link for the boys, or lose your blue wrench forever. Keytron! I'm not making fun, guys. I'm pretty sure he says it that way. I love his channel. Definitely got to get some Keytron in your life. Keytron. Keytron's a fun guy. Uh, as much as he loves sparrows like I do, also like I do, he loves playing around with other people's tools as well. And by other people's tools, I mean other companies. I don't think he's out here borrowing anybody else's personal stash, but then again, I could be wrong. Oh, Brett's a jerk. He never comes to your lives. I'm sorry, Dean. I try to come hang out. Maybe Brett's doing you a favor. Maybe he just doesn't want to suck it up in there. You know Brett sucks, right? You have heard Brett sucks. There we go. Thank you, Delbert. Delbert has dropped a little YouTube link for you guys to find your way to Keytron. Dean P says he's not sure what lock company he has a bias to. Probably more Sparrows. Yeah, a lot of people are biased for and against Sparrows, Dean. And that's something that I basically put a big target on my back for when I first walked into this lock sport game. And I don't mind it at all. Sparrows make a very quality tool lineup. And they might not always have the best of everything, but they do have more to offer than anybody. I'm completely sure of that. I would say that when it comes to lock sport type stuff, I would think of Sparrows as, say, maybe the Walmart or McDonald's of lock picks. It's not necessarily the most finest thing you can blow big money on, but they've got some great values. They've got literally everything. Some of the stuff they've got you can't get anywhere. McRib. And there's just certain things that they do better than anybody else, regardless. Like the pinning trays and all of the pinning stuff. I don't think anybody would take away from Sparrows that they have an excellent set of pinning stuff. Their pins, pinning mats, and tweezers, and all of those goodies. Pretty much everybody I know that's into lock sport will tell you they have at least one of those pieces of gear. And the reason why is because it's all good, man. You can't go wrong with that stuff. Now, the picks, like all picks, are more debatable. That kind of comes with what you're into and what your style facilitates the use of. But I would agree, as me and Rune have talked about, that they're behind the times on the handle game, brother. That's the only real failing Sparrows has at the moment. They need to. I think me and Junkie were talking about that too. Lock Junkie, if you're still here, brother love, I saw you sneak in. I'm sorry I've been running my mouth a bit and a little busy, but I saw you sneak in here on me. Thank you for coming by. I'll be listening to your messages that you sent me in Discord whenever I finish up here. But yes, very much happy you're here, sir. And I believe me and Junkie were talking about how Sparrows needs to expand contests into Canada for the good people of Canada to have something cool, because all these cool lockjaw challenges that we play, unfortunately, Canadians can't play that stuff, guys. They don't get the patches and stuff, and it's all because of the border and other things I won't go into because of political purposes. But anyway, our Canadian friends want to play some cool games too. They want to win some cool swag too. And who could blame them? That's one of the reasons why Mounta1nM1ck strives to be an international channel, guys, because my European guys, my UK pickers, and my Canadian pickers, and my South American pickers, they all want to play games too, guys. They want to get their pick on. They want to get their swag on. They want to swerve with the swag like everybody else, man. Swerve with the swag and put it in the bag. There's nothing wrong with wanting people to want your stuff. And I don't understand why any company limits itself in this way. It's basic stupid to me. Like, if you know these people want to participate, so much so that they even are willing to pay their own shipping or meet you half on the shipping, then clearly you're doing something that there's an interest for. So instead of, further negating their ability and further alienating yourself from the world with isolation, maybe instead it would be cool if you worked with those people and did whatever it was necessary to make more people able to play and be involved. I gotta believe that, you know. Well, it is Mike Walker. Hello, Mike. Um, Thanks for dropping by. He always likes to get a little hand giving away his picks, and that has been no issue for me. He is a good friend, also a North Carolina man, and a locksmith. So whenever he pops in for a little bit of hello, we like to mention him and remind everybody that he is currently trying to give away his picks and stuff. So if you want to get a free pick, I would recommend you just click on his what's it called, guys? Avatar. The little circle beside his name that has his picture. Click on that, and you'll be able to find his channel with that. For anybody who is not currently in the live, you'll see in my videos, my Facebook, and pretty easy if you look around, you'll be able to find him. But at any rate, let me show the pic he's talking about. It's back here hanging out. This is what he's sending everybody right now, guys. This is a Peterson. I was told, I believe, that it is a number 4 deep, which is like a round hook with a deep profile kind of thing on it. Let me get the card behind it. You can see it better. At any rate, I have enjoyed picking with my own. Several of my friends have theirs and have been enjoying them. And a few of my friends are still waiting for theirs. My boy Walt Cade, that this video is about mostly, he's still waiting for his at last I heard. Now, we did have a holiday weekend with Labor Day, so I'm assuming that from what I've noticed, that Mike is probably doing everything he can to get everybody emailed out, and he'll take care of you guys. I don't know, what's going on with the mail system and with the holiday, but I got a pretty good idea. Everybody's going to get their picks. I have no reason to believe otherwise, and I have mine. Good handful of people that I've talked to also have theirs, and as I said, Mike's a pretty solid guy, so just check him out. Also, his channel is a pretty enjoyable one. Door and lock tips. If you haven't seen Door and Lock Tips, check him out. He's quite a character. He says I'm funny, but I think he's funnier than I am, guys. He's an absolute nutcase, but a good one. So yeah, I figured that Door and Lock Tips. But see, there you go, guys. There's you a nice open with the Peterson. I normally don't use one this deep on a lock like this, but this is just a standard Brinks laminate. And I figured in honor of my buddy Door and Lock Tips, I'd make a quick pop with the Peterson. So there we go, guys. This is the free Peterson pick. If you're interested in that, get a hold of Mike Walker there at Door and Lock Tips, and he will do his damnedest to get one in your hand in the mailbox or however you have it sent over to you. He will work to get you yours. But again, that's a really cool giveaway that they're doing there. I believe he also will be letting you know about a really huge sale that they are having on the Peterson website. They have some massive discounts, guys, like I think 80% off on one of them. So definitely, if you're into the idea of some big discounts, or even if you just want to get yourself some really quality picks, guys, Peterson has long been one of the uh, standards in the lock community as far as locksmiths using them. That's one of the reasons they use the government steel, is what they call it. It's a spring steel that they use, and many of the armed services, law enforcement groups, etc., like to use those Peterson picks. So, yeah, as Door and Lock Tip says, the owner himself is a older gentleman, Ken, who is a really good friend to Door and Lock Tips. And Door and Lock Tips, I think you also recently met my friend Classic Stang. He's also listed under Boss 3020 on Reddit. That's my buddy. He just opened with several of us this massively large Discord service called the Dog Pack. and I believe he is making a few ideas, batting them around with you, from what I've heard. So he's a cool guy, man. He's got some exciting stuff going on that he just put together, and I would advise you to lend him your ear for a moment and see what he's thinking, because maybe he can help you out with your quest as well, sir. All right, guys. So I will pick a couple of more locks. We're getting to about the 2 hour mark now, so not going to make this one massively long again. I'm going to try to wrap it here in some time, at least the next half hour tops. I don't think my mailman is coming tonight, but I'm going to check the thing before we sign out. But it looks like that one's going to have to be a Monday kind of thing, guys. But that's okay. We had a really great reveal of all this amazing Walt Cade stuff. I mean, look at this cool pick stand I've got in the background here. That is a really cool piece, guys. I'm still trying to decide if I want to give this away or keep it, guys. So let me know what you think in the chat about that, guys. I really dig it, but Mountain1nM1ck is also about the spirit of lock sports. So I'm thinking about gifting this to somebody. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. And for anybody interested in following and doing a live hop, thank you, Delbert, for giving an email there for door and lock tips in the chat. If you guys want to get a hold of him for a free pick, Delbert has dropped his email up there for you guys. That would be cool, door and lock tips. Some lamp or candle would be cool. Everybody says I burn the candle at both ends, so it might be dangerous to put fire around me, but we'll think about it. Delbert says he'll use it for broken pick, or Dean says he'll use it for broken picks if they fit. All right, Dean. Well, like I said, maybe I'll gift you this thing, man. We'll see. I've got to think about it, but I may be giving it away or something. And GK Man dropped a link for Door and Lock Tips YouTube. So there you are, Mr. Door and Lock Tips. We have all the love we possibly can give you here at Mountain1nM1ck. We've done a link drop for you, an email drop for you, a shout out for you, and we will be happy to continue sharing the love that you have spread through the community of these awesome free Peterson picks. So thank you for coming by. Always welcome to come chill with us, brother. Alrighty. So let's see. I think what I will try to do is pick my way into this thingy. No promises. It doesn't have any security pins, so it probably won't be massively terrible, but it is a standard door and lock. The lock. And it's basically a Marks, but it's not the slimline double I use most of the time. It's a single-sided, more American type version where you would just turn the lock on the back side to lock it, and the keyway would be on the outside, obviously. So I will be attempting to pick my way into this just for funds, because that's what we do here, right, guys? Picking for funds. So I'm going to try and pick this Mamacita open, and we will see if I have any luck with that. As I said, I have not practiced this one very much, if at all, so I make no promises on an open. But as many of you know from watching my channel, I do not mind failing a bit on camera. So after all those simple pops that I did a minute ago, we will give something with a little bit more try hard in it. And I'll see if I can open it up for you guys or not. Like I said, I am just going to do my best with it. And the more I say about it, the more I jinx myself. So I will just do it. Well, all right, Door and Lock Tips. I'm glad that you're here as well. I'm glad you feel warm and cozy on the inside. That's the way we want people here to be feeling. And I'm glad to see that your email queue is filled with the friends of Mountain1nM1ck. The more I spread the good word of the gospel of lock sport around, the more people who I deal with know that I am good at uniting people for good reasons. So I appreciate you showing the world that Mountain1nM1ck is a good spokesman, and hopefully that will benefit us both as life goes on. Because I know it's going to benefit all our friends. That's the real idea. I'm going to be using this top of keyway curved sparrows 1.0 turner. And I'm going to start out with this same Reaper 3 in this Walt Cade 3D print. And I'm going to see if I can pick this bad boy open for all of us on camera real quick. I am going to lose the ability to talk to you too much for a second, guys. Door Lock Tips says that so far in mailing cost alone, he has over $400. He says, "Can you believe it? Just in the stamps and envelopes. It's pretty crazy, really." He says he plans on sending out 900 more pics from Ken with Peterson Lock, who is his dear friend. So there you go, guys. Door Lock Tips. He's doing everything he can to mail out what he can to you guys. Basically, him and his family and friends are doing all the shipping operations. So, be a little patient with them. They're definitely getting a lot of reception of people wanting a free pick. So, work with them a little bit, but understand, he's definitely trying to get them all out to you. And he will be continuing to do so because apparently Ken is going to send him 900 picks. And he started with 300 when I met him. And I'm pretty sure that 300 is gone. You can ask him right now. I'm not sure. Door Lock Tips, you already got rid of them first 300, didn't you, sir? I imagine those first 300 are gone. If not, they're very close. I know that I've already met a lot of people who said, "Hey, Mick, thanks. I got that pic that you were telling everybody about from your boy Door Lock Tips." And of course, every time I'm like, "Excellent. Glad to hear it, brother." Anytime we can get free pics out to our friends in Lock Sport, I'm all for that, guys. Mountain1nM1ck's a poor kid, so anytime free is involved, I don't mind putting forth some effort. That's the thing people don't understand. I don't mind working for some stuff that's swag. We'll work for swag. It's really just cutting out the middleman anyway, you know what I mean? If Sparrows, for example, says, "Hey, Mountain1nM1ck, we're going to give you every pick we own, but you have to do whatever videos on every single thing, and then continue to come around to this place and this place and this place with us." Of course, Mountain1nM1ck's going to be like, "Where do I sign? Let's get it cracking, Uncle S." So, yeah, that's how it works, guys. I'm not getting the right reach with this one. Probably should use something with a little more reach on it, but I've been using the Reaper a lot. So we're going to use one of these Jimmy Longs with one of the cool beads that Walt sent over. I think that'll work. Again, guys, Mountain1nM1ck is not well practiced at this lock, but as I've told you, I am never afraid of trying and failing in front of you all, because we're friends here. You guys can poke fun if you want, but I'll still love you. So we're going to go top a keyway. I got a little deeper hook now. I got me a Jimmy Jim hook to get in there and get down to business. And maybe I'll be able to get this thing picked. Let's see what I can do. Hello, not too dead. Welcome. Doorlock Tip says told us he is not quite out and Ken is sending more. He told me that he's gotten such great response from these free picks that it's overwhelming. So I'm glad everybody's benefiting and I've learned. Yep, I will agree, sir. Everybody has been enjoying the free picks. And I've got to tell you, it is a genius marketing scheme or idea. I guess a scheme's not a right word because that would make it sound a little underhanded. And in this case, it's exactly what it looks like. It's a free pick that just makes you want more picks. Nothing underhanded about that. That's just good marketing. At any rate, if you use one of them, I warn you, you may want more Peterson picks afterward. I've had at least 2 or 3 of my friends tell me they ordered a ghost set very shortly after playing around with their new Peterson picks. So maybe start saving yourself some Peterson pick money if you're going to use the free pick because it may make you want to buy others. Just going to tell you that right now. What's up, NTD? Just making sure my phone's not dying or anything, guys. Alright. I'm about to take a rake to this thing, guys. I'm getting a little annoyed. Let's give this old brown quint rake that I got for free from 0 Day Gear a shot at this thing. I don't think I've ever tried to rake one of these, but let's see how that works out. We'll go bottom of keyway since we're rake and bake. Let's see if I can get any rocking and raking to open this bad boy up. I do like a nice rock and a nice rake, so we'll see if I can get any luck with those guys. That's right, not too dead. Gonna have to rake it up a little bit, man. This is just a standard Marks door lock. It's just 5 pins. I haven't opened it up to verify that they're all regular pins, but I'm pretty sure that unless Nick Matlack was just screwing with me, it should just be a regular setup, guys. I usually pick the other ones. This one I haven't tried yet. But he knows I'm a big fan of these because I made that double-sided Euro he sent me into a practice lock that I've been using a lot. So big fan of that. Yeah, Dean, 0 Day, I haven't checked out much of their stuff, but I will show you the coolest thing I have from them. Mr. Happy actually sent me this, and the rate came with it because 0 Day Gear is one of those companies that sends you a freebie pretty much every time. So if you order from 0 Day Gear, chances are you will get a freebie. This is the package I got. Mr. Happy ordered me these amazing tweezers, which are the good squeeze to open pinning style tweezers. They are my current favorites. I also have the Sparrows kind. I actually like to use them in conjunction with each other because there are definitely times where I need to use something that if I drop the whole thing, I won't lose the pin, and that's what these are good for. And there are other times where I need to get way down a narrow plug way or something and sneak a spring or two in there. These Sparrows ones are perfect for that as well. And what make both of them excellent to use is, of course, they've got the rounded ends that make them perfect for actually grabbing pins and springs. Now, I've got a regular pair, but they are nowhere near as nice to work with as actual pinning tweezers, guys. If you don't have pinning tweezers, highly recommend them. I think this 0 day gear one only cost Mr. Happy probably like $5 or something. I mean, he really got a great deal on it. I think he told me he bought it when they were having a sale for either Father's Day or something. So he did get a little bit of a hookup on it, guys. But as I said, he he hooked me up, and I appreciate him for that. Mr. Happy's a great friend, and this quint rake, it's basically identical to my Covert Instruments quint from the FNG in almost every little swoop and wave. I put them side by side. Here, I'll show you guys. All right, come here, rake. Man, those rubber don't like to come out. All right, guys, so check it out. Here we've got the quint from one, and then we've got the quint from Covert Instruments. So the one on the right is the 0 day. The one on the left is the Covert. The top is the Covert. The bottom is the 0 day. See how close these two profiles are, guys? I mean, literally not much between them. The 0 day is a little pointier at the very end and maybe a little sharper on the hump, but it's almost the same exact profile, guys. Really good pick, too. I'm not sure, I haven't used the brown one as much, but if it has that close a profile to the FNG one, it likely will open the same stuff. And I gotta tell you, I can plow through a ton of white and yellow locks by the stack with this FNG one. I did it last live, just yesterday. So, definitely a very formidable rake for your set. Let's see here. I love the pocket mats. Yeah, those are cool, Delbert. I would like to get some of those as well. Yeah, Dean, I saw those. Which mailbox, Dean? The real one? Oh, weak sauce. I told you, man. So what did they bump us back to, Mustang? I haven't been able to check because I've been live. What are they saying now? Monday? Because I don't think they run tomorrow, but I could be wrong. At any rate, Mustang, I will be saving when they come in. I will save them to make sure you're ready to go. And I will make sure that you're here for the unveiling there. You see, Dean says he needs some shims, tweezers, maybe a core thingy, but mostly a tripod to film it properly. Tripods are overrated, Dean. Don't you see what I've got going on here? Just kidding, buddy. But anyway, I'm not gonna get this one today, guys. So I'm gonna play around with a few more things, and then we'll wrap it on up. My buddy Mustang has informed me that sadly the postal service has not going to be able to come through today, which I figured, guys. Where I'm at right now, it's 9:30 p.m. Now that sounds crazy, but I'll be honest with you guys. As I told Mustang, I have had packages arrive as late as 6:30 to 8 p.m. So I was just kind of holding out to see. Thought maybe that they would still sneak it in there. Not a big deal though. We will reconvene when the package arrives. And as I said, I'm still picking away on several things, guys. Mostly I am still trying, most of all, to get my 200K and blue belt. I got a little too tired and busy yesterday to do any picking on it. After I had my live with Labs, I was pretty tired. I talked to the guys. We've been setting up a lot of this stuff for the dog pack. So between dog pack stuff and all the other berserker, all the stuff, I had a busy week, guys. That's all I'm really trying to say here. So no excuses, but I will definitely be working on getting that thing open again. Or, well, I'll be working on it again. If I open it, it'll be the first time. But also, I've got a massive amount of mail that I've got to send out, guys, and I'm trying to manage that as well. To the Lock Guy and Elroy's Toys, I have to send them their stuff before anybody else because they won that stuff, guys, and it would be kind of screwed up to send anybody else anything before I send them their proper winnings. So, I will be trying to make a trip by the post office sometime early in the week, this coming week, to get them their prizes in the mail. I have them all ready to go, but I may re-enter both of their packages one more time, just so I can maybe sneak another little treat or two in there for them, since they've been so cool about waiting. Let's see. Let me get that out. Got that one and that one. And one more. So I'm gonna rake my way through these bad boys, I guess, and I will make my way to wrapping this thing up, but not quite yet. If anybody who's still in the chat has any questions about the new dog pack Discord server, or if they have any questions about the 250 sub giveaway, or if you have any questions other than what are you getting in that next package, Mick, because I can't tell you that. Some of you have probably already got a good idea, guesses, or I may have slipped it enough times for you to guess which one it is. But just know that it will be coming soon, and we'll be looking forward to that very much here. Let's see. Let's hide all of that. I'm just going to do the obligatory once per stream quick flash of the Mounta1nM1ck donation line. Yes, Chuck Soup, the dog pack. Apparently you did not see the beginning of the video. I will be happy to go over that for you as well. So let me leave this up for just a second. Let me remind everyone while it's up there that there is no obligation whatsoever for anyone to send anything to Mounta1nM1ck, whether it be mail, whether it be donations, any of that stuff. Feel like, unburdened to do so. Just have had people ask before, and I wanted to make some avenue of support available to those people, but I won't be bringing it up very often. I'll just be flashing this every once in a while, so that the people out there who are curious will be able to find it, and we will quickly move on from it at that point. So I think it's been long enough already for this one. There's no point in leaving that type of stuff up. Anybody interested that much will find their way back to it. So yes, Chuck Soup, the dog pack. Let me show I think I've got the dog pack tag ready to roll up here again. The dog pack is open, Chuck Soup. The dog pack is a big new Discord server that my man Classic Sting, as well as GK Man, have massively thrown together as a place created for all lock sporters. It's a great, massively awesome, massively large place already, and they just unleashed it to the public during my live stream today. So they asked Mountain1nM1ck to be part of this, to pitch it today, and let everybody know it's open to the public now. Um, Delbert, I don't know if you still have a link, if GK Man is still around, which I'm sure he probably is. I will have another link for you in a second, Chuck, so you can find your way to that. As I said, Chuck, it is just a very large, cool new Discord that we have got created. It involves myself, Greyhound, Dean P. Uh, as I already stated, it has GK Man and Stang and let's see who else. We've got a crack team of experts, guys. That's what I always say. We're going for the Ocean's 11 effect here. Mountain1nM1ck is Danny Ocean, just to clear it up. I'm the guy who knows how to meet people and introduce them to people and make pitches to the public. I'm just the face. All the brain work and real jobs are divided among crack team of experts that Mustang and with my help have pulled together. And the first man that I took him to was GK Man, because GK Man is a security and website expert. He's like a freaking ninja with this stuff, guys. And that's why my friend asked me who to help and ask about such things. And I said, I know just the person you need to talk to. So a conversation between them and a few other little uh, serendipities tied together and created this massive new beautiful thing that we're all going to have access to play around with. Let me show you really quick on the phone, Chuck. This is the dog pack. Ooh, there we go. Let me come around here where I can see my own phone while I'm showing it to you. So in the dog pack, you will notice there are a ton of options, but the first thing that will happen when you enter is it will take you to the introduction. Boop. So here you go. You will have found yourself in the welcome page that tells you about the mission statement of the site and who is involved. Welcome to the Dog Pack, founded by Mick, Greyhound, Dean P., and Lockpicking Professor, aka Classic Stang, managed by GK Man. We're glad you found your way here. This server is all about lock sport, sharing knowledge, tools, techniques, and the joy of picking. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned picker, you'll find a place to learn, teach, and connect with others who share the same passion. A few notes before you dive in, and then, of course, are the obligatory rules that you will all need to adhere to. And, that's because all places need to have a non chaotic progression. So it's not anything super long or crazy. As you can see, this is the entire rule section right here by my thumb, guys. So, it's not really picky. If you have any questions about that kind of stuff, just ask Lockpicking Professor, aka Classic Stang, or ask GK Man. But if you're in LPU, you'll have a pretty loose idea already of what the rules are. It's not very far off from there, and it's mostly just allowing people to have fun without being offended, guys. So, you know, what that entails. And that will take you, if you click on the next one, to General. General here is where, as usual, it shows all of you guys who have jumped in and joined. It looks like there's a lot of new activity here since I've been there. Chuck has found his way there, so I'm going to wave to Chuck really quick. Welcome, Chuck Soup. And for anybody on my channel, I would point you to two spots here under General is Mountain1nM1ck. This is a text channel that is kind of Mick's little chat corner. So if you're trying to get a hold of me, or if you would like to see a super massive drop of cool things that I've loaded into here, that is where you will find it. Now, what I will say is this was initially going to be a spot for everybody, like general, but Mountain1nM1ck didn't know all of the things that needed to be done and proper ways of going about things. So I made a massive boo-boo and photo dropped a handful of things. And I probably made GK Man think that my entire phone was dumping its way into our server because it would look like that. Well, I went back, cleared some of them out, and they were able to reassess this location as just a chat corner for me to share with you guys. And that's good because I didn't want to blow this up all over everybody. But if you're curious enough to want to know more about Mounta1nM1ck's journey in lock sport, or if you would maybe find yourself of the, hey, I wonder what Mounta1nM1ck's emails with Uncle Sparrows look like persuasion, all of that stuff is in there too, guys. So all the things that I've been saving up in my phone from day one, all the emails except for the one with my tattoo in it, you won't be finding that, guys. I'm just going to tell you ahead of time. I should have made you look and then told you later, but the tattoo physically will not be in there, guys. I can't leak that until the time has come. However, if you're interested in seeing all the emails between me and Uncle Sparrows, all the ones that I am allowed to share, which is literally every single thing but the one with the picture, you can find copies of photobombed all the way down in this area called Mounta1nM1ck. You will also see a handful of lock porn and other goodies that I dropped in here that most of really belong in other spots. And I will sprinkle some of them over where they belong. I did a photo drop of all these cool AIs that were part of my design for the early side of Mounta1nM1ck. So my little sparrow in leprechaun suit is all over different stuff here. I even had a cool run where I had him fighting dragons here with a big gold lock in the dragon. So anyway, just a lot of fun stuff. We love to play around with digital art stuff on there too. If you're into that kind of thing, we've got a place for that. There's some pictures of where I gunked up my 1100 with just the shackle grease it came with. I had to clean it out just to make it pickable again. And there's a series of just really cool animal locks that I saw all over the place. That was a phase of me hunting all the animal locks down that I could. And this one is just one of my backgrounds on my phone. The classic Zero Fox Given. So there you go. This is on my phone most of the time. Just love this thing. I used to have a sticker like this on my helmet, and Miss Mick was the one who got it for me. So very partial to that one. There's lots of other goodies in there. I can't show you everything because for one, it would take a long time. And for two, you should be going and checking this stuff out yourself, guys. But that's what I wanted to show you there. Now, let me see what else I can show you over here really quick while we're hanging out. We've got just different spots where you can have graphic discussion, new videos, new to Lock Sport. These are all chat channels, guys, so you can hop in there and talk. Okay, please, if you get into the channel, don't start chatting in the welcome area. Go ahead and follow it on through to either general or over to Mounta1nM1ck. Either one of those places, you can do all the chat room stuff you want, guys. And there are individual chat rooms for specific topics. So, you know, try to keep it to where it belongs. But, you know, we all know that we're learning and growing on Discord. So not a big deal. Here's where you can apply for an expert tag. Classic Stang, a.k.a. Lock Picking Professor, he is bringing in experts, like literal experts, to talk about picks and lock picking, locksmithing, all types of things. So at any rate, you can apply basically to be tagged as an expert for the channel. And if you meet all the review requirements and are approved, you will be known throughout the dog pack as one of our experts. So that's exciting for any long-time pickers who want to help out some noobs. Go check that out. Tool reviews section. As I told you guys earlier, we added literally everything we could think of from every brand. There's probably some other ones. We have an other section, but if you feel anybody deserves their own place up here, let us know. It's an adjustment that can easily be made. What else? What else? We have locks, a buy and sell area. So much like the bazaar, etc. You can get on here and do some trading, swapping, and selling and buying of locks and lock gear, lock sport stuff, and challenge lock stuff as well. And then very bottom right now are giveaways and contests. So we will be adding to the giveaway and contest list. This will make it a very easy place for you to check in at the dog pack and see who's doing what at the time. So you can take a more organized crack at all of those cool winter giveaways that you're wondering who's doing out there, guys. So because mine is going right now, the Mounta1nM1ck 250 is the first one listed, and as you can see as I scroll through here, there is this is my favorite part. If you go there, pinned to the top is the explanation of my contest, guys. All the rules you need to know about, all the dates you need to know about, they're all right here, all right? That's why I highly recommend you get into the dog pack, because if you follow Mounta1nM1ck, this is going to be a great place for you to keep up with what I have going on, and it'll cover a lot of the subjects that you might have questions about. Furthermore, I have begun to add all of my playlists here as well as my YouTube channel. So if you find yourself carousing your way through the dog pack, you won't have to double back and go to Mounta1nM1ck's YouTube, because you'll be able to find basically everything related content to get you there and get you started right here in the dog pack, guys. Alrighty, now let's get me back my on-screen monitor and let's get to wrapping this thing up. There we go. On-screen monitor is back. Let's see what you guys are talking about while I was gone for a second. Yes, I agree, DNP. We will need to have a patch for the dog pack made up. No doubt about it. I have some people who can accomplish that for us. I'm sure Greyhound and some of the other more seasoned guys know even more about that. So yes, the dog pack. Marissa, sorry I missed you if you're gone already. I'm glad you were here again, Marissa. Thank you for tuning in. So if you catch this later and you didn't catch it, thank you, Marissa. Really appreciate you coming out to hang out with us tonight, Marissa. Marissa joined us recently and is clearly a fan. Has been here quite a bit since. Are there any Arabs here? I'm not sure, my friend. I have Turkish friends, so there's a slim chance that we have people from the background you're looking for. I would direct you to go check out my best friend Bulent's channel. He is not Arab, but he is Turk, and he has a better chance of understanding the rest of what you've written than I do. But at any rate, we love all people here at Mounta1nM1ck, and if you and your Arab friends would like to watch some lock picking and enjoy my channel, you're all more than welcome. Let's see. Yeah, dog tracks would be cool, Dean. Oh, it's Blue Scooby Wagon. All right, guys. Blue Scooby has entered the chat, so If you thought you were the coolest person here before, you may want to recheck your cool meter, because Blue Scooby has landed. I'm going to rip my way through a few more of these cheap, easy, zip it, open locks. I'm going to do a little mace practice, because I love getting my mace on. And maybe after the mace session, I will wrap this thing up so I can get back to hanging out, watching some football, and just enjoying my evening. But sadly, I will not be doing it with my new package I thought was going to come, but that's okay because I am so massively amped about going and hanging out at the new dog pack that I will have better time to take care of that this time. And I can get around to what I was referring to just now at a later date. Let's go ahead and stick that McTickler back in its home. All right, and this curved guy can go back in here. And let's do a little bit of mace action. Let's use this one. So Scooby, you're a little late, sir. Have you heard yet about the dog pack? Because if you haven't heard about the dog pack, Blue Scooby, I'm gonna want to tell you about that, or have somebody in the chat tell you about that. So let me know if you still need to know what the dog pack is, Scooby. That's what the focal point of this video is about, other than a couple of really cool things that I got from Walt Cade in the mail today, which I will show you again just because I love you, Scooby. Oh, we're talking about black and milds now, eh? I'm more of a wood tip casino or jazz kind of guy, fellas. The wine one I got tired of smelling because I had a friend who smoked them all the time. The regular one I got tired of after years of living in the 90s. And I'm really more of a nice Cohiba man, or at least a Camacho or something like that. Go get me a real cigar. But if I do have to take a black, yes, Dean P, wood tip or nothing. And please get me the casino or the jazz. They're way better than that regular trash. All right, Scooby. So the simple version is the dog pack is a massive new Discord server, sir. So my friend Classic Sting, aka Boss3020 on Reddit, who you may know already, he recently teamed up with G Key Man, who I introduced him to probably, I'm not sure. But anyway, he recently teamed up with G Key, and they built a massive, cool new hangout server in conjunction with myself, Greyhound, and Dean P. Got him. And I don't think I missed anybody, but if I did, I'll have to double check. But GK Man, Classic Sting, myself, Greyhound, Dean P. And you can also find Broke and Rune hanging out around there too. I wouldn't have been super stoked as I am without those guys. Those are my buddies too. So while they do have a lot of their own things going on, the dog pack could never be the same without them. So I am glad to see that we have them hanging out too. But yeah, Scooby, I would recommend you check out the new Discord. I'll send you a link personally just because I love you. Hold on. I'm sending you one now. Yeah, Scooby. As much as that other place that I told you about that I brought you into that I'm not going to talk about anymore for now, that one rocks. And I'm not saying don't hang out there, because I'm still going to be very much there too. I'm just telling you that the new one that my boy has started is fantastic. And what I'm going to do here, now that it is a go, is I am going to go down my list of friends on Discord, and I'm going to send all of them an invite right now. Okay, guys? So if you are on Mounta1nM1ck's Discord, you're not going to need to look very hard for a dog pack invite, because I am currently, there's Scooby. I am currently dropping everybody in there an invite straight from Mounta1nM1ck, because since you guys are all Mounta1nM1ck's friends, I don't want these other guys beating you to it. I want to be the one that invites you myself. So I'm sending out a massive amount of invites right now, and literally inviting every single person that has ever been my friend on Discord over to the new Dog Pack channel. So, like all Discords that are good, it will give you a quick rundown of the rules before it lets you go further. And at that point, you'll be able to click the yes button or whatever and actually get access to the full server. If you have any questions at the server, concerns at the server, etc., I would direct you most likely to myself. I do not have full control over there because I asked not to specifically. Um, I advised my friend Classic Stang to make himself the master key of all things, and to give G Keyman full security run, uh, basically the next closest thing to full master control any one person could have, and then to put me on a lower tier than that, and to then continue making the roles past further on that. So I can help you with a lot of stuff there, guys, but when it comes right down to it, GK Man and Lockpicking Professor, aka Classic Stang, aka Boss 3020 on Reddit. Those are the two guys that have the real controls there. I passed on having them. They did offer me them, but I decided it would be best for myself and everyone if I did not have them, because I wanted anyone to know that I was not trying to rig anything for anybody at any time ever, and that while I will be very involved over there, um, that's what I will be. I will be a member who abides by the rules and laws, and lets them do more of the enforcement that becomes necessary. I will help out there when I can, but again, I just felt like I would do with anything. I felt like if there was somebody I knew who could do it better, it would serve us all best if I put the people who do it better in their position. You know what I mean? Sometimes if you're making a dish and you already know a chef, you need to just put him in there and let him cook. And that's kind of what I did here. I pulled together a couple of guys I knew who could make a great recipe together, and I put them in the kitchen and I dapped them up and I said, "Let me know what you get." And when I came back, they made the most massive 50-course catering event style. Never could have dreamed it from Mounta1nM1ck's brain. New Discord that I've ever seen. And that's what really happened, guys. In just a few days or less, they've built one of the most massive, cool looking servers for Discord I've ever seen in my life. So come, enjoy it, hang out, add whatever you like to it. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to grow. And I think everybody in the community is going to have a great time with it. Exactly, Dean P. G Keyman is literally the best there is for handling Discord servers. He has templates. He is a wizard. And I also, if you notice here in the chat, He is my main wrench guy with the blue wrench. GK man knows what he's doing, guys. So if you find yourself needing somebody with that power and trustability and knowledge, I would vouch for GK man to pretty much anyone. He is a badass. But be nice to him. Ask him friendly like, and talk to him when you get a chance. Don't just ask him to do stuff for you all the time and disappear. That's not cool. You know, be his friend if you're going to ask him for something. Otherwise, find somebody else, you sorry asshole. Anyway, Lock Guy, I'm glad to see that you came by, brother. I really enjoy having you as my champion, sir. I shared your worthy of a champion video to the masses of Facebook and Reddit yesterday, or maybe it was today. Anyway, my sleep runs together at times. I forget which day it was. But the point is, Lock Guy is a rock star, guys. And I'm happy to have him as my first contest champion. That being said, Lock Guy, I do have the money to ship your box now, sir. I just need to make the final drop. So I'm going to see over the weekend if there's anything else I can sneak in there for you. And then Mick will be headed towards the local post office with your package and Mr. Elroy's Toys packages in tow, ready to drop them off your way the way they belong. And that way you guys can actually collect on your prizes, because I have got to award you guys before this new contest goes any further. And it will be this week that I send them out to you guys. You have my word on that. I have it all lined up, and I'm going to pull the trigger as soon as the weekend is over. Yeah, Scooby, the line lock, I still have it sitting here at my house. That's the problem. I have two of them, though. I have one that's mine, but one of them is the Lock Guy's. And I threw some stuff in there for him. I'm going to make sure there's not a couple other things I can add for him here, since he's been massively patient waiting for me. And Elroy's Toys has my runner-up prize. So, again, I will probably see if I can spice up his package a little too, because both of them did win and runner-up. And they have been massively cool about the fact I haven't got to send them yet. Now, of course, I've stayed in very good contact with them, because if I didn't, I would just be a complete loser. But I have kept them posted as to the goings on. I will also say that I wanted to get Lock Guys here at the house and package the rest of the stuff before sending it to him. And that's one of the things that delayed it this much, guys. When you get a Mounta1nM1ck package, if it has anything customized that needs to be ordered, I will not have it on hand. We will have to do that together when you win. So for the first, week to 10 days after Lock Guy won, I was actually in the process of collecting the lock that he chose from eBay. So, as I said, it is a process, but I try to make my winners all, you know, get their rightfully deserved merch, swag, throw in some cool stickers. If I have some other goodies because of the weight, I will be throwing them in for these guys too. Scooby says he has the 100-year anniversary lock, which has a line, but he wants an original too. That is pretty sweet. And yeah, Dean, I know Dean's got one that has a line on the key, but not the lock. I've seen both of those locks you guys are talking about. I'm a big lover of old school Master Lock Milwaukee stuff. The newer stuff is, but the old stuff is gangsta, fellas. I love that line headlock. I actually like that one Dean has pretty good too. And the one Scooby's talking about, the 100th anniversary one's not bad either. Brinks. Hey, Marissa. Welcome back. I thanked you for being here earlier when you left, and I don't think you probably got to hear it because you were already gone. But thank you for coming back. You have been a watcher quite a bit lately, so I appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. Thanks for being our buddies, and we look forward to seeing you more in the chat, hanging out with all of us pickers. And yeah, I don't know how I'm going to tension this one and use my mace on it. It's not working well. Let's try that. Oh, come on, you. Starting to lose it. Starting to lose it. It doesn't want to stay in there, guys. I might have to use a different one. Michigan's losing. That's good enough for me. Love to see Michigan lose. Sorry, Michiganders. Your Wolverines are behind right now, and I'm really enjoying it. I hope it doesn't change. Plenty of game left, though, so you've got a chance for now. Marissa says, for sure, I'm here to support. Well, we appreciate that here at Mountain1nM1ck, Marissa. Believe me, it does not go unnoticed. As I said, I remember you from several times recently. There we go. And I'm very glad to see that you have made your way back to Mountain1nM1ck. I think I even had you here for the announcement of our dog pack release today. So I'm glad you got to hear about that as well. But as I said, Marissa, you are always welcome here on Mountain1nM1ck. Thank you for hanging out with us. This one's not reset all the way. I can tell that the pins aren't all down. Some of these, when they stick, guys, if you need to get the pins all loose again, get you a rake. Don't put any tension on it. There we go. Now I can tell they're all back dropped down because I can feel them all up in there. If you don't feel them all up in there, try tapping it in your hand. Try smacking it with another lock, but smack it on the sides because whichever side the shackle is on, you can look, the bobble in this one's going to be up here. So ideally, we tap it right there and maybe they'll fall back down. Now this lock is ready to be picked. If it's got them all crammed up in there and they haven't fell back down, it might work and it might not. We might knock something loose and get lucky, but chances are we won't be getting the pick on it if we do it that way. What happened? And it was mishandled and they got on. Oh, they lost the ball again? So now they're on the other junior. Sweet. Oh, for Michigan? Oh, well, never mind then. That's not sweet. The hell with them. The hell with them. Wolverines can eat a big old. I'm not going to say it, but you know what I mean. Let me try the other mace on this one, guys. Oh, Marissa says she absolutely joined already. Well, thank you, Marissa. That is the kind of outstanding support that we really, really like here. You're a team player, Marissa. So whenever you want to make some videos and have them added yourself, we will be more than happy to put you on videos from friends as well. And hey, if you ever decide you want to get a camera and do a little bit of live picking yourself, I have an open invitation for you right here. Though I'm sure you can find somebody who's more fun to hang out with. Maybe not, though. I'm told I'm not that bad. There she goes. Yeah. This is one of my hardest locks to SPP out of my white belts, guys. So anytime I rake it, I still feel really good about it, all right? That's the truth. These Marlins right here, because it's so sticky too. Check this out. Remember I told you I had to knock it loose? This lock does this every time. That's how I knew. It will not lock back. You know why it won't lock back? Because the pins won't come back down. So watch this. I'm going to do a reverse McNally here, guys. But you know how McNally's always slapping locks together to get them to unlock? Watch this. Mine won't lock. Okay? I will take a master lock. Like magic, wasn't it? Now it locked. How cool. I'd throw the lock, but this is a big heavy one, and I'm on a glass table, so the McNally effect will not be good for us on that one. Have I been picking the black belt master that you sent? Actually, Dean, I have picked on it a little bit. That thing is a nightmare, dude. I've got it in the box that it came in still. You're talking about the Master 3, right? Yes, sir. Everybody slaps their locks, Dean. I've been known to slap the pickle a little myself. Little flapping pickle. Flapping pickle. Pickle Mick. I'm also thinking about having a Pickle Mick t-shirt made at some point, guys. Or a Pickle Mick bandana at the very least. I don't have my Pickle Mick bandana on right now, but I might grab it before we're done here. I do love that thing. Thank you, Dean, for the Pickle Mick bandana. Whack. Settling for a field goal. Yeah. Weak sauce. Oh, wow, that was quick. Did you see that, guys? Mace is a slayer. Love my mace. All right. I'm going to pick just one or two more, guys, and then we're going to call it a night here on Mounta1nM1ck. All right. I've had a good time with you guys. I'm not quite done yet, but I will be wrapping it up in a moment. I can't really be disappointed about anything. I hoped that my mail would be here, but we will live to pick another day, and when it pops up, we will get it. What are you asking me, Rockout? Let me check and see. What is Rockout talking about? Oh, Rockout has just found the new server. New Discord server. Let me send him a picture of the gang pic, and maybe he'll get a better idea. Maybe if you guys would put the dog pack symbol on the front, people wouldn't ask me this question as much. Just a small suggestion from Mick. They'll have a better idea that it's all of us when they see it. But GK Man is obviously super busy because he's trying to handle all these incoming requests. So let's not wear him out right now. Still live, Rock Out. Say hi. All right, that's our buddy Rock Out with your lockout. He was just responding to my message about the dog pack. Marissa, you like Rick and Morty too, huh? Well, if you are in the dog pack, make sure that you check out Mounta1nM1ck in the text channels section. I think I already posted the Pickle Mick picture in there, but I will be happy to send you another copy of it there if you just want to drop a "Hey Mick, show me the Pickle Rick" message. I could add it in here, but it won't be the same because it'll just be a link. So just remind me over there, Marissa, and I'll show you all the cool things Mr. Happy came up with that have me redressed as Pickle Mick. Yeah, Mick and Rorty. Exactly, Dean. I guess, Dean, you can be Rorty. All right, guys. What I'm going to do is pick my way with the maces, hopefully, through these three brinks, or I'm sorry, bunker hills. These are the Harbor Freight 3-pack. I don't have anything fancy besides that to show you tonight, but I will go back through, make a quick show of everything that I showed off, show you something else that I'm going to work on soon, and give all of our final thank yous and goodbyes. Also, remind everybody about the dog pack. So, really quick, I'm going to also turn the ticker back on. This ticker at the bottom, guys, will tell you all the locks that you can use on Mix 250 sub giveaway. So if that's a question you need the answer to, you can find it there for the next few minutes. Also, all of this information can be found in the dog pack very easily. Also, many future informations will be there. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Scooby's got some goals now. Western Electric 30C Black Belt 5. I hear you, sir. Well, you're out there collecting locks just to look at now, it sounds like. But I know that you'll end up picking those things, Scooby. It might not be this year, but I have no doubt in you, sir. Your skills have grown massively even since I've met you. And I knew that you were a few belt levels low, buddy. That's why I gave you a little nudge when we met. Scooby was a green belt when I met him, guys. And if you could see him in his full get up right now, you would see that he is purple belt Scooby Wagon now. He's actually well underway toward getting brown, I would guess, too. He's really been sticking it to the belt system, guys. Scooby has been putting in work. He's also massively moved his way up the ranks. Matter of fact, let me set this lock down. Let's brag on Scooby real quick, guys. I know this is going off track just a little bit, but I don't care. Scooby's my boy, and I've known him forever and ever in my lock sport journey. And what we're going to do really quick is take a second to just brag on Scooby a little bit. Where is that LPU? That's what's missing from my home screen. Get back out here, LPU belts. You belong here. I don't know where you snuck off to, but let's get you on here. Alright, guys, so check it out. I'm going to close the screen so you can see it easily. Let's take a little look at something just for the sake of fun, alright? This, as you well know, is the leaderboard of the Lockpicking United app. This tells you who's been picking what and what their score is in the registered realm of lock sport of LPU. So, as no surprise to anyone who knows anything about it, number one is Georgia Jim, the Georgia Jim, ladies and gentlemen. Big shout out to Georgia Jim. He's the one who was kind enough to bless Mick with this Sparrows escort. This is the one that you saw him do the white to black with an escort with. It is legendary like he is. Therefore, I will never release this escort into the world. It will be a prized possession of mine forever. Thank you, sir. He also sent me the curved Turner's set, which is one of my new favorite two Turner sets. The other being the Reaper, of course. Thank you, Nick Matlack, for that. And I don't have it out here with me right now, but he sent me also a replacement 1100 for the one that I turned into a brick. And he sent me the Black Flags set of Sparrows. So I will be showing those as I learn to pick flag dimple very soon. I also got a disc detainer pick from Dean P. That'll be coming up. Also, as you can see here, Lockpicking Fisherman has bumped his way up to second. And Doc Hogmaster is in third. Now, while I'm mentioning Doc Hog really quick, I want to tell you guys about something that you will be seeing Mick play around with soon. This is a Doc Hogmaster Challenge lock. It was sent to me by the lovely Miss Lady Locks. I have not had the chance to pick on this thing yet, guys. So, very soon, maybe even on my next LOCKMAIL, I will give this thing a shot and I will try to get all the picking time I can in and out of this one and then get back to Lady Locks on who is next on the lock list for this lock. Thank you to Doc Hogmaster for making it, for being a good friend when I spoke to him as well, and thank you massively to the amazing always Lady Locks, who blesses noobs and friends every day, left and right, up and down, and is just a pinnacle of lock sport spirit. And yeah, if you don't know her yet, you definitely need to get to know Lady Locks. Now, speaking of her, we may see her as I scroll down here, but I am going to show you guys what I started here for. There's Mr. Reindeer. Many of you have ran into Reindeer, I'm sure. LPU is kind of his baby, guys. So don't mess around over there or you will get tossed. Anyway, let's see where Scooby's at. Lock Chuck in 17. Sept Clues 31. Dig in 30. I know all those guys. Ooh, look there at 27, guys. There in number 27, somebody you'll all know. Elroy's Toys. Yes, that same one. The one who just made that massively awesome entry to my contest. That's him right there at 27. And let me make sure I didn't pass Blue Scooby because I know last time I looked, I saw him not too far away from Elroy's Toys. There he is, ringing in at number 38, our very own Blue Scooby Wagon. All right, stupid, you can focus anytime now. There we go, getting on in there. Blue Scooby Wagon, 38th on the list. Look at all those locks Scooby's got open and owns. Some big numbers right there, guys. 125, 72, 25. Good stuff, Scooby. And naturally, just for the point of things, oh, well, before we go on, let me show her Lady Locks right here at 50. There's the queen of lock sport in this hemisphere, guys. I would say maybe Pocket Women owns the other hemisphere. Lady Locks has definitely got this one on lockdown. That's my homegirl, and she's right there in 50 with my favorite mod, MG Secure. Now, I will show you where Mick is, and we'll get on to wrapping this video up, guys. All right, and down here at 439 in the entire given universe is Mounta1nM1ck. Now, I only have added the truth here, guys, which everybody does. I have 18 locks registered. 11 of them I have picked. So there you go. Of the ones I own, I am ranked currently at 439. I will go up when I register a few more, and definitely when I pick a few more that are already on there. That is all I wanted to show you in that realm. So, now, let me get back over here to my chat and do the entire wrapping it up, cracking these security harbor freights, and we'll call it a night because we're entering third hour territory, guys, and there's no reason to go too much further with that. We have covered all we can until we have some more goodies. Hey, Mr. Happy. Mr. Happy has snuck in here. You were watching the real live on here, Mr. Happy. There are some other ones. Don't worry about being stoned because Mounta1nM1ck is always perpetually in as much of a stoned state as possible unless he really has some important stuff to do, like work, etc. But for right now, he's just hanging out with Papa Mick watching football, and we had a big old cheese and pepperoni pizza earlier. So, believe me when I say, Mr. Happy, there will be some smoke in the air. Glad to see you made it, Mr. Happy. This is our representative for Mr. Happy when he's not here with us, guys, because we always want to have him aboard. So say hello, Mr. Happy, to Mr. Happy. Just so you know, we're always thinking about you here, Mr. Happy. Appreciate everything you do, buddy. And we'll look forward to seeing the little package of goodies you sent my way here in the next couple of days, as me and you have discussed. And we will see the really cool package that I thought was going to be here tonight, but got put off. And that's okay too. And yeah, DNP Lady Locks is a slayer. The reason she's not up higher is probably just registration, Dean. I bet she's probably slayed some stuff and forgot to put it on the list. Scooby is actually always really good at reminding me to log my locks, because if you own it and you pick it, that's great, but you don't get points for the ones that you don't put in there. So, excuse me. So you've got to go back and put them in there. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Happy. Scooby has been doing some serious work lately, and definitely your scorecard is something you got to stay on top of, guys. If you want to rank up and belt up, you got to keep track of your stuff. Yeah, exactly. Dean P says, I haven't registered any locks on there. You're probably way higher up there than you would think, Dean. Blue Scooby says that he tracks his locks and he has pictures or videos of all the opens. You know why? Because that's what a real lock sporter does, Blue Scooby. That's precisely why we have the systems in place to do what we are doing. And that you're just following proper standard protocol, sir. So I salute you for that. That's exactly the way it's supposed to be done. Rockout says, Dean, I lost interest in belts and never registered anything on there. Yeah, Rockout, that happens to a lot of people too. I think that especially some of the guys who are into the Shackleman and the patch challenges and that type of thing, myself included to an extent, I would say it's fair to say that I might be at a blue belt right now if I weren't so involved with my YouTube channel and with this new Discord channel and with creating a network of people and friends to talk to, and with showing off all this LOCKMAIL and stuff. I could probably have picked my way another belt at least if I didn't do all those things. But that's just it. I enjoy those things, and I'm happy to do those things. And I'll get around to the belts again. That's what I'm working on right now, as it actually so happens. But I'm just trying to say that it's easy in a hobby this big, guys, for you to get sidetracked and come back to something later. And I think that's a good thing. That just means that you're in a very large hobby with lots of options. So the hobby can kind of grow with you. You'll have phases where you're doing more of this or more of that. And I think it's beautiful that we just have so many options now. That type of options didn't exist not so long ago, guys. So we're all really blessed to live in the modern world of lock sport. Let's see. Blue Scooby says that he uses it because it keeps him from buying the locks that he already has. He can also sync his wish list to the LPU Bazaar and see who has what he wants. I didn't know that, Scooby. That's actually a really good tip, guys. I'm going to repeat that again in case you didn't hear me. Scooby has informed me, and all of us, that if you log all of your locks on the LPU register, it's a good way of making sure you don't rebuy the same locks and waste your money. But you can also link your wish list, all the ones that you have on your wish to own list that you build in the LPU. It will actually sync to the LPU Bazaar and essentially tell you when one that you want becomes available, who's selling it, and that type of thing. I think that's really useful and very cool, and something I did not know. So thank you, Scooby. That's a really good, helpful tip for a lock sporter. Dean P says he needs to find somebody who needs some master locks and some Chinesium locks so he can lighten his collection a bit. So, any of you guys trying to get a hold of some white belt, yellow belt material, or maybe enough to take you an easy berserker run, maybe want to hit up DNP and see if he can get off of some of those for you. Let's see. Mr. Happy says the lock guy wanted to say how much. Oh, he's telling Lock Guy how much he enjoys his videos, great edits and great fun, that he loves them. I agree, Mr. Happy. The Lock Guy has a really good production. I'm a big fan of his work as well. And I recently noticed on Reddit that you, Mr. Happy, are also friends with a day one friend of mine, Lock Spaz. I saw you guys talking about one of his recent videos, and I just wanted to point out that I too am a big fan of Lock Spaz, and I think that Spaz has some really good visual arts going in his last video or shot or two that I saw of him. But yeah, really enjoy sharing all the technical side of my channel with Mr. Happy. He gives me production notes and stuff sometimes. I ask him, how did this look? Do I need more lighting? Was the sound quality okay? That sort of thing. It's really nice to have somebody to help you with those elements when you're not really an expert with them. Um, Mr. Happy continues to swear to me that he is not an expert, but I beg to differ. So I'm going to pop these three securities here with my maces. I'm going to go back through thanking everybody and showing all my stuff again really quick. I'm going to give one final pitch for everybody to get their butts over to the Dog Pack, our new Reddit server. Rock Out with Your Lockout is here. Thank you, Mr. Rockout, for joining us. And Not Too Dead is also in here. He's been here a while, though. But all the same, thank you, Not Too Dead, for coming to hang with us. And also Marissa, of course. How could I not mention Marissa? Marissa has been supporting us very much over the recent times. And I'm very thrilled and happy to say she has come back for more. So thank you, Marissa, for hanging out in the chat, having a good time with us. You're slowly becoming like family here to us, Marissa. So stick around. We're very happy to have you. Oh, I dropped it. Let me try the other one, guys. She wasn't liking that smooth worm anyway. We're going to try the pointy triple rake instead this time. See, these nasty old locks got those big rivets in them, guys. The ones that like to grab your turner. So if you don't back it out far enough, you'll get hooked on your own rivet and it won't open. Rockout says, completely unrelated to Marissa being here, he just remembered that he has to go. Peace, y'all. That's hilarious, Rockout. Sounds like Marissa's a badass. Marissa, we've been trying to get Rockout away from here for a couple of weeks. You need to keep hanging out. Just kidding, Brother Rock. You know I love you. We got our open on this one. I'm going to open the other two and then wrap it, guys. Of course, you know that I'll be a long-winded wrap-up, about 4 or 5 minutes. I'm just warning you that the time is nearly at hand, so enjoy yourselves. But know that we will... Damn, that one was too easy. That's what happens when you use the Sparrow's maces, guys. You just start snapping your fingers at locks, and boom, they're open. But yeah, for anybody curious or who wants to do some more serious hardcore hanging out, I believe our good buddy Dean P is going to do a live. So I will try to pass the torch to him whenever I'm almost finished. We'll drop a link for Dean. And if he's not already going live, if he is, that's cool too. Dean, if you're still here, let me know. Either way, I'll be trying to send people your way, sir. Last lock of the night, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, already got it. See, with the maces and cheap locks that are white belts or yellow belts, it is just a short matter of rocking and raking and wriggling, and you will be in that sucker like you brought the key with you, honestly. All right. So let me turn it around here and talk to you guys, and we'll make this official. So Dog Pack is open. 250 sub giveaway is still rolling. Let's flip my camera around. There we go. All right, guys. So let's get the closer going here. We got our 250 sub giveaway. Oop, there's my finger. It's still doing that mirror and stuff every time I flop cameras around. So I'll try to stay in frame, guys. When I go to the right, it fades me to the left. So I'm still getting used to that. It's like playing with the inverted guns on your favorite Call of Duty, guys. It just doesn't work the same. So bear with me if I float off screen in the wrong direction. Anyway, what else do I have to say here? We've got our 250 sub giveaway. Many times this evening, I have done what I could to flash the ticker down at the bottom. I'll leave it running again for a second while I make any comments that I can about this. We do have our 250 sub giveaway going on. It will be running until October, all September. So get your entries in by October the 1st, 12 a.m. So the moment that Mounta1nM1ck sees that it's midnight on October 1st, it'll be over. At that point, I will be looking into the who posted what. I will already have a running list of entries, but I'll be double checking it against my playlist. And I will be reaching out to all of you, making sure that I didn't miss something. Because every once in a while, AI misses your mention, a hashtag gets dropped. I don't know what happens in the magical world of computer world land, but I do know that sometimes I don't get a video that was meant for me to see. So if you are entering my contest, what I would recommend to you is that when we get closer to the end of the contest, or right after you enter your entry, whichever, I would recommend that you double check the playlist. There is a 250 sub playlist. If you do not see your video on that playlist, Mounta1nM1ck does not know about your video, or it would be there. I don't want you to get less entries. I want you to get more entries. So make sure you send me an email like the Lock Guy did. Lock Guy, my champion, he sent me an email saying, "Hey, Mounta1nM1ck, don't know if you saw this thing yet, but I posted a new entry for your new 250 sub giveaway contest. Here is a link." Boop. There it was. I didn't know about it. I watched it, and as I always do, I liked it, I commented on it, and I shared it to the playlist, then went behind myself and shared it to Reddit and Facebook. So if you don't find yourself in seeing all 5 of those things have happened to your video, Mounta1nM1ck doesn't know about your video. Please tell Mounta1nM1ck. Please. I want to know about your video. I take extreme pleasure in watching your video and trying to let you win my contest, our contest. So also, you will notice that Elroy's Toys made a video that has multiple, no, Scooby, I'm glad you asked, but technicalities like the Master 6835 counting as an S1100, I'm not going to be doing that, sir. The only one that I can say that fits technicalities is if you do an ABUS 7440. I don't care what brand it says on it. It can say Skillcraft, it can say Brady. I don't care about any of that, but I want to see that it still says ABUS 7440 on it. My Skillcraft does, yours should as well. Otherwise, you may have a problem. Much like my last contest, if you make an entry and that entry wins, we will need to be able, and by we I mean me, Mountain1nM1ck, and you, the person who entered, we will need to be able to prove to us, as in also me, as in the rest of the audience watching, and anyone who cares about it, will be needing to prove that you followed all the rules, that you did your due diligence, that you used the right lock, you made an uncut video of you following the rules, picking it, gutting it if necessary, not tampering with it if it's a lotto lock. There will be no 3D body lock lotto locks. Anything that looks like it's been tainted or tampered with will automatically be DQ'd, and I will likely DQ you from all further Mountain1nM1ck contests for life. So do not screw around. Please play by the rules, because when you try to insult my intelligence and you try to rip off my friends by rigging my own contests, I will make sure, I'm not going to use the language that I will make sure happens to you, but it will not be a good thing for you when it comes to my channel. You will be dead to me, okay? Moving on. Any other questions like that? If I could unjinx your Master Lock Lotto for you, Mr. Happy. It used to open, but since the contest, it just mocks you. Well, I'm not sure how to address that, sir. Because we are friends, I will jump on the phone with you, and you can put me on speakerphone. I will sweet talk your Master Lock with my Southern Irish charm, and I will see if it will be a little more polite to you when it comes to opening the next time you pick it. I can't promise it'll work, but if you put me on video, it will help, because then your lock will see that it is Mountain1nM1ck. And when it sees the look in these green Irish eyes, and I start to tell it, please let Mr. Happy open you, it would be really nice. I don't know if it'll be able to resist, Mr. Happy. It might fall on open then, but we'll give it a try. Now, yes, on the rule clarifications, Scooby, yes, a 100A is absolutely part of the rules, as I'm sure you know. I'll be happy to clarify any rules for anyone, anytime. Anybody asking about the rules, again, I would point you either lockwise to the little ticker at the bottom that comes up every once in a while on my video. Also, I would point you to go to the dog pack, okay? The dog pack is open. So go to the dog pack. At the very bottom of the dog pack is all the contests. The only one there right now is Mountain1nM1ck's 250 sub giveaway. So all the rules are listed there. All the contest entries that I have had up to the point of this live are there. You really can't miss out on it over there. Or on my YouTube channel, because, you know, that's the platform chosen here. So feel free to look there as well. Yeah, I think that'll do it, Mr. Happy. I hope your Master Lock was listening just now and you had it close by enough that we could use this video for the purposes of sweet talking it. If not, just run back the little snippet where I was sweet talking it and play it a couple of times while you're picking it. Maybe it'll treat you a little nicer. I don't know. You're a nice guy. You are Mr. Happy, but Master Lottos can be a little bit finicky sometimes. So maybe it forgot that it was you, is what I'm guessing. They do have short-term memory lapse. Which also means it probably forgot it was a master lock, because if it did remember it was a master lock, it wouldn't have a hard time getting open. Alright, let me show what I had tonight really quick again. Just for anybody who missed it, we'll do the quick recap, summary, speedy, so gone for the evening type thing. And then I will wrap this mama jama up. We will move forward as we always do, never back. And I will show you guys the awesome lock mail I missed tonight on another day. And that's cool, because it gives me something to do next time. And I feel like we had a great show this time regardless, as I knew we would. So if you'll come with me for just a moment, you will see all my new goodies that were sent to me. We've got, what do we got? We've got Reaper handles. Reaper handles. That's right. Reaper handles. These cool little black Reaper handles here were sent to me by Walt Cade. They do fit all Reaper. Oops. Let me flip this back around, guys. I'm not good at this. Dog packs open. Boop, boop. Camera facing back. There we go. Much better for me to show you guys stuff. Alright, so we got our handles. Reaper handles go on our stuff. They do fit good, as you can see. Oops. We'll line it up. Slip it down in there. Oops, that's the wrong way. Mountain1nM1ck's never good at lining these things up. So, yes, the Reaper handle, it works good. It fits in there tight. Not coming out. It picks great. I picked with it on the video tonight. A big fan of these. And as I said, one of them will also fit in your everyday carry case or your little itty bitty Reaper case. Even though it's a bigger handle, as I said, what I would recommend doing, look at that. It even sticks to the magnet through the plastic, guys. That's how good those magnets that they use at 44, or I'm sorry, at Covart Instrument are. Look at that. That's a good magnet, guys. Anyway, that's cool because look what you can do this. See, it didn't come off. That's because it's on there really good. I would say leave one of them in the case, and that way it actually swaps out really easy. So you could just pull this one out and swap to any of the other profiles that you want to play with. As I've told you guys before, Walt Cade makes these. He also makes the round ones if you want something for your FNG style pick or for your Greyhound style pick. He's also got ones that fit those. So give Walt a shout. Walt will do it with a self-addressed stamped envelope. All you got to do is, where did his card go? There we go. Get a hold of Walt. Oops, sorry guys, turned you sideways. Get a hold of Walt. Self-addressed stamped envelope. There is his email. Walt at waltcadeauctions.com. You also can get a hold of him a lot of other ways. Facebook is the one I usually talk to him on. If you have trouble getting a hold of him, let Mounta1nM1ck know. And as you can see, yes, he is the TV auctioneer from A&E's Storage Wars, Texas. That's our guy. Look at Walt. What a great guy. Walt just looks like Texas, guys. So, Walt, he's our man. He's the one who also made the mace case, helped Sparrows design the maces. Big love for my maces. That's why I will often be singing Walt's praises. Since day one, I've been a fan of my mace case, my maces, and Sparrows. So getting to know Walt was pivotal for me. I had to know who was the man behind these fantastic little inventions. Well, that's him. And now he has sent me some really cool Reaper stuff. He's doing 3D prints. Look what else he 3D printed me. See this massive, huge, you know how big my hand is, guys. Okay, well, beside my hand, even my big hand, you can see that this is a pretty large pinning tray holder case style desk thing. I've got his other card on there just for funds. I've also got my covert pocket size tray just to show many of you who know what size that is about how big this thing is. And for reference for anybody else, let's go with classic McTickler. Oh, we'll put a McTickler on there. And we'll lay a Jimmy pick that's got one of the beads in it down there too. Oh, perfect. And that's exactly what you're looking at size wise, guys. See, we've got a Reaper and a Jimmy pick hanging out in there. Now, if you notice in the back of this Jimmy pick and several of my others, I do now have some of these cool colored Jimmy beads. See this one? Ooh. Ah. Yeah, buddy, that's nice stuff. And guess where I got those? You guessed it. One and the same, Mr. Walt Cade. That's the guy you want. Okay? I'll show you them other ones. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Jimmy Beads. Where did you go, Jimmy Beads? There you are. Jimmy Beads from Walt Cade. He sent me a pretty massive pack. I've got the yellow, the white, and the Carolina blue. I used the Carolina blues and the ones that I've got them in right now. I may dress up some more of them, and especially if I get a whole nother slew of Jimmys like I plan to, these will come big and handy. So there we have it. Let me slide this out of the way, and we'll set Walt's tray up over here out of my way so I can get ready to close this mama jamma down. So yeah, there we go. We got Walt's fantastic spread of goodies. Everything from the Reaper handles with one of them showed off for goodness sake. And there behind it, we've got the Jimmys with a Jimmy sitting behind it. Boom, boom, boom. All visually appealing. Good stuff. Everything works good. Love the way his 3D prints are turning out. This really cool holder that Walt sent over to me. I may even end up doing a giveaway where I include this with the prize for whoever. We will see. I haven't decided about that yet. I usually keep gifts, but I think Walt would understand that we love spreading the sport love over here, and I don't think he would mind. So I'll double check with him. We'll see what the spread score is, guys, and you will likely look to seeing Mounta1nM1ck give away some of this cool stuff that I was just talking about. And maybe I can even convince Mr. Cade to send us a little more. We'll see. I don't want to hit him up too hard. I got to send him some cool Europlox or something for all the cool stuff he already sent me. He didn't say I had to, but Mounta1nM1ck. Oh, sorry guys. Let me shut you down for a second. Mounta1nM1ck has a policy about these kinds of things. So, at very least, Mr. Walt Cade is going to have to accept one of our appreciation packages when they come out, and we will be dressing his up with a couple of extra goodies because he has been a really cool friend, and from the very beginning of me knowing him, we have talked on Facebook, chit chatted about our opens, and he sent me this awesome card holder that my maces go in. As many of you have seen many times, I like to store it here in the back of my Reaper. And before that, I was keeping it in the back of my phone or my wallet case, basically. It's a fantastic thing to have. Yes, Scooby, it is a nice tray. And I also agree with you about the Jimmy tags and beads. What I have seen, Scooby, if you notice, I've got tape around the tops of mine here, but I've seen people make stuff to go in the little hole in the middle. I'm not sure if I'd like that because I like the tang hole right there, but I've also seen people take fingernail polish or whiteout, and what they'll do is in one or two of the little rift holes here in the scalpel handle, they will just paint a stripe or two or three here in the actual slots. So maybe, Scooby, think about getting yourself a really cool color of fingernail polish and giving your jimmies a little bit of love of your own, whatever color you like, Scooby. You can put some purple on there for your purple belt, or you can get some Scooby Wagon blue and put, that's actually kind of the color mine are. I guess the original Scooby Wagon was a little darker. This is more of a Carolina powder blue. But the point I'm making is you could take one of these bad boys of your own and get a little striping going on in this scalpel holes, my man. That will give you a very cool visual that you can see from the top. All right, guys. Well, I think, yeah. Let me double check. Yep. That is going to be just about all the time that I have for you guys tonight. It's gone to a ridiculously long, almost 4 hour spread again. That's what happens. So these days I just kind of intend, or especially planned, that it might end up being long that way. I'm going to give you guys one last glimpse at the dog pack logo that I currently have to work with. And for anybody who missed it earlier, one more glimpse at the dog hellhound. This, in case you haven't seen it, Scooby, or anybody who's here, is what is known as a hellhound. It is a collaboration piece between Rune Smith and Mr. Greyhound himself. So you know, the dog leg will be used for this pick, basically, but made by Rune, I believe, out of his own steel and stuff. He will just be redoing the profile and adding his own handles and doing all of his usual goodness. You should know there are only going to be three in existence. One of them will belong to Rune, one of them will belong to Greyhound. The third one will be given away by Greyhound in an upcoming giveaway Greyhound will have. So if you are in the dog pack, and I'm going to put that back up again, boop, dog pack is open. If you are in the dog pack, you will be able to get the earliest news about that sort of thing. This is the dog pack logo that we are currently rolling with for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. As you can see, we have a broad coalition, what I call a crack team of experts. There at the bottom right, we have Lockpicking Professor. That's my buddy Classic Stang's channel symbol. Then we've got Dean P. We've got G Man's Dragons up here. G Man is our webmaster extraordinaire. We've got Greyhound's Hound right here. And of course, over here on the left is this silly looking guy, Mounta1nM1ck. So that is the dog pack logo, guys. The dog pack is open. Get out of here. Get yourself to Discord. Check it out. You're going to love it over there. All the good fun that my channel, Greyhound's channel, probably Dean's channel, and Professor's channel are going to have going on. Even GQ when he gets his stuff going again, when he's not busy managing so many sites for so many people. You'll be able to keep in contact with all of us. The place will grow like crazy. And Dean P is already mid-live, guys. So I just want to leave everybody with the jump over to Dean P shout out. Okay, check it out. This is where you should be, guys. Dean P. Wolf is what you're gonna get from me, Dean. 35% in the survey. All right. So I'm gonna tell Dean everybody's coming. Hey, Dean P. Ending now. Sending the friends your way. Love you, dude.
So you're born in New York and
all right, guys. So I would recommend that you get your butts over there, hang out with me, hang out with Dean P. When you get there, double tap the screen, give the man his thumbs up and his like. I'm gonna get over to watching him.
sorry I missed it.
You're fine, buddy. Like he could even hear me right now. Let me switch it in. You're good, buddy. Mick is never sad about that, Dean. You'll see this later because I know you go back and watch them, Dean. But just know I don't mind. Appreciate all your support, my man. I'm going to be supporting you now. So to everybody who is in mine, head on over, check Dean out. Let me check the chat with you guys one last time before I leave here. Make sure I didn't miss anybody's questions. Thank yous, goodbyes, all of that stuff. Let's back up here and check it out. All right, so yeah, Scooby, I'm glad you like it. Nope, no 5-hour record tonight, Mr. Happy. Now you can thank Mr. Happy. I may be going for that record on my next LOCKMAIL. I've got a really big, cool package that lockpicking professor, aka Classic Stang, sent to me. Think I mentioned to you what it is already, but that'll be here soon. Maybe I'll go for the record on that one, buddy. But you have a good night. Everybody else who's still here, um, yes, exactly. Jump over and check out Dean's. I'll see you there, Happy. I'll see you there, Blue Scooby. You guys have a great night. And for everybody else, Marissa, all the guys, Mountain Mick loves you. I'll be back in touch soon with my super awesome mail, probably Monday night. So look forward to that. Love you guys. Mountain Mick's out of here. Check out the dog pack and check out DNP. Peace.